Whatever.
Do we want to do recap or question first?
Let's do recap first.
Yeah.
So, if I remember correctly, last time we did a lot of investigations around Keela, trying to track down where Luca's daughter has been whisked away to, and that seems to be the unifying force in the party right now. Barrow had a chance to step in and save someone falling victim to a mob, but ultimately decided to stay out of it, and Merrick and Keir saved a shopkeep, or saved is a strong word. She had some. She helped enough herself. Am I missing anything?
A lot of interpersonal stuff between characters and NPCs and other characters, but largely that's the bullet point. Fortune teller's a ghost. We can talk to her once a day at her through her tarot cards, I believe.
Yeah. I feel like that's an important thing to point out.
Fortune teller's a ghost. That was also discovered last time. And I believe you guys decided last time to turn in that brooch you found in Gage's stash.
Yeah, I think we decided to call it, like I suggested, but I think we decided to call it a session right before we delivered it because it seemed a good starting point for this session.
Mm-hmm.
As we were basically heading over there to turn it in.
It was either that or we just fuck around in the city for another session. Make Michael pull his hair out.
Well,
I'm going to invent something called a camera so we can start distributing pictures.
Okay, so then the question for today is, what is your character's preferred method of problem solving?
Might need a little. So, just preferred method of problem solving?
Yeah, so are they, do you prefer diplomacy and negotiation? Are you more inclined towards direct action? How does what's your character's preferred method of solving their problems?
Direct, and if that fails, intimidation.
All right.
I think Merrick should probably be diplomacy first.
I guess for Barrow Walker, I would go subtlety. You know, if no one's aware that there's a problem, then you don't have a problem.
Till you stab it in the back.
That is a solution.
Deductive reasoning. The limited options.
All right, then I'm looking for answers from Vic and Keir.
Vic would want to gather as much info as he can, and then he would be direct.
Except for when it comes to training Padawans, and then he just tells them to do busy work.
They must prove themselves first.
All right. So then I'm just looking for Keir's answer.
Not audible.
You're barely audible, Kenneth, if you're speaking.
Like it's going to be one of those Skype nights.
Well, this Skype night can kiss my Skype nuts.
Hmm.
Oh, I hear Kenneth now.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better now, but I don't know.
The Kenneth sighs always come through.
Even when we're not in the call.
No, it didn't change nothing on the inside. I just moved the freaking mic a little closer, like not even.
Yeah,
an inch.
you're a little quiet. But that's really it.
Oh, I've said deductive reasoning like 3 times. So
Okay, yeah, you're coming in clearer now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot better now.
Deductive reasoning is your answer.
All right. So, now that I've got all of your answers to the question, you guys have the brooch. And it looks like you're heading towards Castle Corvosa.
Looks like it.
I'm sure you guys can see the big pyramid on the map here.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go through the college district to get to it.
What's the temperature of this part of the city? Is there like heavy guard presence suppressing riots?
There is a heavy guard presence in the area approaching Castle Corvosa, and it is better here than it is around much of the rest of the city.
Who's going to lead the way with this one?
Not me.
Oh, is this the part where we find out who's the face of the party?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look over to all of you, probably not to Barry Walker, look over at Vic, then look over at Merrick. You seem the most personable.
I don't tell.
Perhaps our banker friend might know more ins and outs as well, but I am largely ineffective in polite conversation.
Out of character, where are we? Are we in that house?
We're walking toward the castle at the moment.
Okay, so at the end of the last session, we basically decided to go turn that in and that we should all go.
Yeah.
And we won't exactly lie. We won't say,
we'll just omit something.
Somebody.
We'll just say that we found it when we were investigating a house or something.
We've gotten fight with a bunch of thugs.
Yeah, you saw it was like a dangerous area, so you conscripted us or deputized us. I'm not sure. This is whatever your faction calls it when you seek out help from the citizenry.
Promised us a cut of the reward money.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
All right, let's head to the castle.
All right. Castle Corvosa looms large over the city, and it is quite a testament to the power of the monarch that rules over it. It can be approached from any direction with ramps and stairways that allow access from all sides of the pyramid. But as you guys approach, you're quickly met and surrounded by members of the Corvosan Guard who are about 30 feet away from you and leveling crossbows.
Vic would hold up his hands in the "don't shoot me" way, and then shout out his name, that he's a priest from the Temple of Abadar, and he's come to return an item of the monarchs that they have found.
Oh no, he's got hands. Bring him down.
He's armed. Cut him off.
The one who looks to be in charge of this group of guards sort of looks over. You see him whisper into the ear of one of them, and he says, "Stay put for just a moment." And one of them scampers off up the stairs and deeper into the castle. Anything you guys do?
We all stare at him for quite a while as those stairs are quite steep.
Merrick, make set of moves. No.
He stops and rests halfway up.
Gets winded, goes again. And then
Okay.
Luke could probably just be standing there with his arms crossed waiting because
Mm-hmm.
not really anything he can do.
Actually, Merrick, thinking of that is actually probably stretching and getting ready for this trek up those stairs.
And soon enough, they one of them comes back, and the one who's in charge looks to you and he says, "Then you will be allowed to return the item which has been stolen, but none are allowed within the castle walls with any weapons."
That's fine with me.
Merrick will hand over his weighted spear and dagger.
And I give over my halberd. I unsling my longbow from my back. I pull out a couple axes from my side. And for good measure, I just take out. I take off my armor plating that's on my shoulder pads that have spikes on them.
You know, you'd think it'd be illegal, but it's not.
Hey, this is an open carry nation.
Yeah.
It's
They
right
believe-
on your shoulders.
I mean,
Right to
be
bare
fair,
shoulders.
just to the north, there's a university where college kids learn to explode buildings. I don't
Listen,
think
we
think
were just
spiky
in Rise.
80s shoulders are that bad.
Listen, we were just in Rise of the Rune Lords. Someone in that party literally had the right to bear arms. Okay,
All right.
I've been waiting to use that joke. Just don't mind me.
So-
Oh, yeah.
Hand over the.
Yeah, it pains
Yeah.
me, but I do it.
Mm-hmm.
My kit is a bit less hostile than Luca's with just 3 daggers, a sap, and brass knuckles. It's actually pretty mundane when you think about it.
Yeah, that's just what you go out with for Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I suppose Kier just deposits his bag of hand grenades.
Whatever you do not pull this pin.
That is a good question for Kier. I haven't heard yet.
Yeah, I'll drop off my knife if they want me to leave my apothecary tools there. Then yeah, sure, maybe.
This
These
bag,
are registered medical devices.
if this bag starts getting real cold, run.
One of them will just ask you then. He'll say, while they're searching you guys for weapons, he asks you what your what those concoctions are.
Sorted tinctures and spells.
And
Leave them with you, I suppose.
we're not going to take any risks today.
Yeah.
Those will probably be confiscated as well. So you guys are led up. You guys can obviously see these guards are pretty nervous looking as they lead you up the winding stairs of Castle Corvosa. And you guys are led into the magnificent halls and up to the very top where the Crimson Throne is known to reside. It isn't long before you guys are met with a woman whose armor looks quite deal more official than the regular Corvosan guard armor. It's magnificent full plate. And can someone give me a knowledge local?
I think I actually have that. Not high, but 14. Don't know if anyone else has knowledge local.
I don't have
Oh,
it
there
trained.
you go.
No points in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vic, you know this is the Queen's personal handmaiden and royal guard, Sabina Marin.
Bina.
She stops all the guards who are currently surrounding you, still making sure none of you guys are going to make any quick moves. Always nervous that something's going to happen since the riots have broken out. And she says, "Greetings. They tell me you have something that belongs to the Queen. Is this correct?"
It is. And he would pull out the brooch and hold it up.
She gives you a smile and then steps aside, holding out a hand, and says, "Welcome to Castle Corvosa." And as you guys, I presume you step forward to continue deeper in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The guards would step forward with you, but then she would stop them and say, "You may return to your posts. These heroes pose no threat to the Queen." And leads you in personally to the Queen's chamber.
Very nice.
Right before you enter, she asks each of you how you would like to be introduced.
Vixen Hammerhands, Priest of Abadar.
Yeah, I think Merrick will go. Merrick Elroy here of the Sable Company.
Luca Vaccaro, Hell Knight in Training.
This is Kier, Director of Moon Operations.
Kieran was an Corvosan citizen, I guess.
Gray, concerned citizen.
Why is he so gray?
She does.
That's a formal title. Concerned citizen is his profession.
And indeed, she takes your answers and leads you in, and you see, sitting upon the Crimson Throne, is Queen Iliosa. She is a vision of beauty despite the black mourning dress she wears in honor of her husband's death, and a small silver coffer sits on her lap. The throne room itself is an open area with a vaulted ceiling, stained glass windows, and murals of past kings and queens looking down from the eastern wall, and crimson tapestries hanging alongside the others. It is pristine but strangely empty. An immense fireplace offers additional light and heat to the hall, and a silk carpet provides a gently arcing path to the throne's base. She introduces you by all of your monikers, waiting for Gray and Kier, the last, as they seem to be those of you who want to remain more inconspicuous.
The scarf has been in place the whole time. Is the only thing I was ever defensive about being frisked. Giving up weapons I was fine with, but
all right. And then Sabina reaches out her hand to take the brooch.
Yep, Vixen would hand it over.
She takes the brooch and brings it from you to the Queen herself. And the Queen picks it up, looks it up and down, really makes sure that it's the real thing. And then she says, "This brooch was stolen from me some time ago. I had not expected to see it again, truth be told. And yet, here you come before me with kindness. The return of this brooch is much more than an honorable deed. It's inspiration. It's hope." just it's just silence from the rest of you.
Well, I was about to ask. This is the queen talking to us directly, or is this his
That is-
handmaiden? What'd you say, Michael? You broke up.
It's the queen.
Okay.
So Vic's going to study the queen as she was looking at the brooch and using his silver tongue haggler ability, attempt diplomacy to get on the queen's good side. He would bow deeply and say, "My queen, I'm happy to hear these words, and I'm happy to be able to return it. Do you recall how it was lost?" Oh God, a third. Nat one diplomacy.
Question, but
Good thing there's no crit fails in diplomacy, so at least it's a 13. But
Yeah, while you're saying that, you just see Lucas' hand pass by, and he hands you a handkerchief. You have something dripping.
That was his nose.
she says it was lost some time ago. I'm not sure if it was someone from the Cerulean Society who thought they could get an artifact from me, but I'm grateful that you've returned it.
happy to offer some measure of comfort in such a dreadful time.
Indeed. My husband's death has shocked the city as it has me, but I will not let his legacy be destroyed in death. I shall not let my city be torn apart. All Corvosa stands at the precipice of a disaster wrought by her citizens, and I'm sure you agree that these riots cannot continue.
It has definitely been a dangerous time where those that of ill intent are taking advantage of the chaos. We've seen this firsthand.
You've already done my heart a great service in returning this precious heirloom to me, and you shall be rewarded. Yet, perhaps you can serve your city more?
Could I do a sense motive here to just kind of do like a vibe check on the queen, so to speak? Because while Barrel Walker doesn't personally care about politics, probably like gun to his head, he fully believes this lady killed the last guy.
Mm-hmm. I don't got proof. It just got that feeling.
You got a gut feeling.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm getting nothing.
Let me see if I think I have sense.
It was worth a shot.
I'll give that a shot. There we
Yeah.
go. Oh shit.
I mean, I don't think an
Inquisitor,
8
that's what he
means that
did.
I'm convinced otherwise. I just think I have no proof or feelings whatsoever, so I'm just going with my preconceived notions.
Right now, you can definitely sense that she is genuinely happy to have been returned the brooch.
Is she
And-
sad about her husband?
She seems to be genuine in everything she said so far.
So we're dealing with like some Manfred level shit. I see. I rolled an 8. I will believe what I wish to believe.
I guess we should ask Michael. I do have a question. Like, what do the daily citizens know about the queen, other than like, did she marry the king and he was the original ruler, or did the king marry in? Is she considered like a horrible person? I can't remember exactly.
I believe the
Like,
king
what would
was
we
the
know as the
original
players?
bloodline. He was much older than her. I'm just remembering from the player's handout here. And I remember she's from a Chilaxian noble house, so like distantly connected. And I kind of got like public eye thing. It's kind of like a Rasputin type deal where she's kind of like the lightning rod for a lot of public criticisms, but she may or may not actually be the cause of anything.
That's
correct
all.
me if I'm wrong, Michael.
Yes, that's all correct.
But she doesn't have any like outright like, oh, she's doing all this nefarious shit, and like there's rumors like that floating around more than normal.
Well, of course, you guys have heard rumors that she's behind things, but those seem to be mostly unsubstantiated by any evidence.
Yeah.
Like just kind of vibes.
Yeah. But yeah, so Luca would have this whole time been like bowing his head as you're supposed to do for when you're in front of the royalty and everything. Like he was raised and worked as a guard and stuff, so he knows what you're supposed to do when the royalty's around you. Not like he's like well versed, but yeah, you bow your head, you take a knee, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
When she asked if there's more that we can do for the city, he would bow, nod his head, like, I have been born and raised in the city. I would like to help with whatever we can do to alleviate the pain the city is facing, or at least I would. Though, if we do this, I hope you would hear my selfish request.
And what would that request be?
I am looking for a missing person. My daughter has gone missing several months back, and though the guards at the local militias haven't really helped me in my search, I would like there to be a resurgence of information, or not information. Sorry, this is me flubbing on the word. Investigation on not just my daughters, but any open missing persons cases after this, and see if anything might be shaken loose. I feel like they would take your advice more than my own, and I would like to have some assistance.
You said it was your daughter who's gone missing.
That is correct.
How old is she?
Now I need to double check because I think I said she was 10 or 11.
Out of curiosity, does she have any kids? Is there an heir at this point?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I put it down as either 10 or 11, so we'll just go with that.
That's in character. He fully forgot the age of his own child.
He goes, lost child. Well, I'd be happy to assign my most capable guards to aid you in your search once the city is at peace once again.
Any help you can provide would be appreciated. I know this is not something that I deserve to be deserve to have the address of the Queen to speak of, but it has, my own requests have led me nowhere, so I turn to you with my one chance of having an audience with you. And then he would just bow his head again.
Certainly, but then I'd hope you would hear out my request.
Eric will say that I've been a civil servant to the city of Corvosa since I was old enough to pronounce those words. I will continue to be of a service and will help out however I can.
And we at the Temple of Abadar are eager to see the city return to normality so that trade may continue.
Meanwhile, the other two,
Yeah, this is just the other. I want to give you guys a chance to say something if you want.
Bearwalker just kind of crosses his arms and says, I speak for no one but myself, but I owe this one, and I vaguely gesture to Luca, a debt that I mean to repay. So if he shall be aiding you, then I shall be aiding you.
Loyalty is certainly respectable.
His carriage is basically hiding behind everybody, using that short stature to just disappear.
Well,
Yeah.
Well then, I'm sure as you all know, the Corvosan Guard is stretched thin and is certainly in need of aid. If you choose, I shall have Sabina see to it that you have an escort of guards when you leave here. They can see you to a safe journey to Citadel Volshinek. I shall send word ahead of you to Field Marshal Cressida Croft to let her know that you are on your way. Now, I need to retire to my chambers. My grief has drained me. Again, I thank you for the kindness you have shown me, and I hope your days serving my crown are only just beginning.
Merrick would kind of lean over to the group and say, "Did she tell us what we're doing, or are we just going there?"
I think we're just going there.
I would like, as she's talking at the end there, I would like now roll a sense motive to determine, does she actually look like she's mourning, or has any she looks like she's been crying or anything like that? Like,
I'm still riding my own personal 8. I believe she's bullshitting.
yeah. Well, I never rolled before. Nope. She looks distraught.
Indeed.
I know distraught.
Merrick would hesitantly say, "Will we find our instructions or what our objective is once we get there?"
Once she starts off, she doesn't directly address any of you. Says that
Us peasants.
the Field Marshal will have your instructions.
Queen has spoken.
And from the Queen, she brings you your reward, which is a small silver chest.
There we go.
Is there anything in it?
You open up the inside, and inside the red velvet-lined exterior of this chest are 12 gold ingots imprinted with the royal seal of Corvosa. Each of the bars is worth 100 gold pieces.
Wow. So
No.
1,200?
The chest itself is worth 50 gold pieces.
Taking money from the colonizers. I need to take another bath after this.
You don't have to take it. We could take it.
That was out of character. I'm absolutely.
Listen, it's just a little bit less money than the colonizers have, okay?
So I think,
So what's that, like 200 each?
yeah, I think 200 each, and then let's say we'll break up the room. Well, I guess it's 50 each after that, so we'll have to divide up. But basically, it's 250 each.
Wait, 1,200 divided by 6, and then there's just one chest worth 50 gold pieces.
Wait, divide by 6? There's 5 of us.
Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. I was counting the people in the call. My brain's not working today.
But you're trying to pull some Micken bullshit. I do that whenever Micken found gold. Is I divide it by 6 and then give myself 2 shares. Because it would be more suspicious if I said there was no gold in that chest. So I made sure everyone got something.
And can we just add that to our goal total and not worry about breaking it up and all that?
Yeah, you can.
You
Okay.
just say we go that
So
and do that later.
250 each, you said?
Yeah, 250 each.
All right.
And so you guys have the option to either be escorted by guards to Citadel Volshnek or to make your way there yourselves. Or really to do whatever you want.
Did they? I forget. Did I miss that? Did they told us why we're going there, or they were just?
No. We'll find out once we get there.
Yeah, she just said that the Corvosian Guard needs help and is being stretched thin due to the riots.
Okay. So I'd be on board to just go then.
Yep.
I mean, if it's possible to peel off, I might go there my own path without the guard escort, because given the civil strife of the city, I feel like being seen with palace guards is like holding up a neon sign that says, "I've chosen a side."
Mm-hmm.
So I may keep a secret identity, but I think I'm going to try to keep it on the DL.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, in character, he would probably say that there's no need for a armed guard to make our way to the Citadel as long as we have a letter showing why we're going there. But if they insist on escorting us, he's not going to argue.
I think Merrick will follow the group, and if the group is saying, let the guard stay guarding, then he's down for that too.
That sounds
I'm gonna go ahead and assume we get all of our weapons back too.
Yeah, you guys are giving all your weapons back on your way out of.
Son of a bitch stole one of my armor spikes.
They stole one spike.
Just one.
It was,
But it was my favorite one.
It was the ribbed one.
Oh.
Anyway, to the Citadel.
All right. And before long, you are all able to make your way to the Citadel. It is currently operating off of a skeleton crew, and currently there are two nervous-looking guards guarding the entrance.
Vic would speak up and say that we're here to report to Field Marshal Crescia Crane. Is that right?
Croft. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat.
Laura Croft.
Oh, hell yeah.
No relation to the famed pirate Captain Killian Croft.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, White Dragon.
It happens.
It does.
Happens to the best of us. So they look at your letter, and then they wave your party through to the central keep. And sitting at a desk is attractive, dark-haired Varisian woman in red armor, and she introduces herself as Field Marshal Cressida Croft.
Vic would
And sorry, I just had a question. This would be the lady in charge of the Gavorson Guard, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Just making sure it's clear in my head.
Vic would introduce himself and say, we've been sent here by the Queen. She asked if we could help pitch in.
She says, all right. Queen Iliosa said she was going to be sending some people. Greetings. So I'm guessing you've been on the streets. You know better than me how bad things are out there.
We did not fly here, if that's what you're asking.
It is quite bad, yes.
Okay.
That's better.
Well, every little bit of aid we can get from citizens like you helps. So if you're willing, I'd like to retain your services as agents of the guard. You will, of course, be well compensated for these services.
I look to Luca to see what his answer is going to be.
I'm familiar with the way guard does things in times of crisis. I was trained. What would you need us to do?
Well, being so stretched thin, ideally, there are some jobs that I could use some extra hands for that we don't necessarily need Corvosan guards taking care of, if you catch my drift.
Oh, in that regard, yeah, for sure. What sort of help?
What's their name? Where's the address?
If you're asking for immediate troubles, I've got some of my own guards who are starting to lose their way. Many have deserted their posts, more concerned about their friends and family than the city. I can understand this, yet not all of the deserters have family, and some of them are simply using the riots as an excuse for personal gain. One such man is Varric Van Kaskerken. Worse than a lone deserter, he's convinced a small group of fellow guards that Queen Iliosa is going to ruin the city. Whether she does or doesn't isn't the point. Right now, we've got a citywide crisis on our hands, and I need all of my guards working with me to see us through. A deserter is worse than a lost resource. It's an infection. I can't afford to pull any of my other patrols off duty to deal with Van Kaskerken, and I'd rather not expose any of them to him anyways. Since I don't want Van Kaskerken to infect more guards with his talk of secession, nor do I want some overly patriotic guard killing Van Kaskerken outright. I need impartial, skilled talent.
To break his
So,
legs.
do you want broken legs, or do you want him
I
dead?
do say that out loud.
The best option would probably be to force him to come back to work, or just serve time in a cell until everything is all sorted out, to set an example rather than outright killing the man.
God, we're the fucking Pinkertons.
We are the Pinkertons. You know what? D&D sends it after real people. Paizo has it in the game. I'll take that one.
Prefer it if you could capture Van Kaskerken alive and return him to me for interrogation. But
Yes,
if it's possible, I'll accept his body as well.
Just another day.
We'll endeavor to bring him back in one piece.
Yeah. Do you have his last known whereabouts?
He and his followers have holed up in an abandoned butcher's shop up in Northgate, a place once called All the World's Meat.
Heyo. Sorry, that was out of character.
What is with Paizo and butcher shops?
There's a lot of sharp things there.
Yeah. No, just one of my favorite unimportant NPC duos in Skull and Shackles is in Port Peril, and they run a butcher shop. It is two best friends, a half-elf and a kobold. One's a alchemist, the other one's a cleric to the god of invention. I'm like, there's gotta be a backstory there.
Hilarious.
It is.
They're butchering up some human meat there. You just know it.
Oh no! It's high
Mhm.
quality butchering meat, and it's an open secret that if you give them money, they'll dispose of bodies for you. But it's a pirate port, so it's pretty well known that they do that.
Don't eat their hot dogs.
I love
All
the
right.
Shackles so much.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to ask Cressida Croft before you get to work?
Do you know how many followers he has? You mentioned that it's not just him.
It's going to be 4 other guards. One by the name of Baldrago, one by the name of Parnes. Let me see. I'm trying to just get all the names really quick.
Yep.
Mulder and Corello.
Do you need them all, or just the instigator?
I really only need,
preferably all of them intact, but I think she's mainly looking for the instigator.
preferably you'd get all of them, but mainly Varric. The big one you got to worry about is Varric.
And Luca would ask, like, if we're heading there, do you mind if we are escorted to your armory to grab a couple extra things for the group of us here that might be able to be spared in case we need some extra firepower? This is me out of character trying to bargain for being able to go there and get a couple, like, mundane weaponry or something in case we need it.
Yeah, I could use some expanded weapons.
What do you have in mind?
Well, the reason I'd say this out of character is because Luca is fine with whatever he has, but if like someone else needs like a weapon they don't have at the moment or something, basically requisition it.
Yeah.
So if anyone else needs something,
I wouldn't mind getting a short bow.
like I'll roll a diplomacy if it's needed or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a diplomacy.
Or could I use profession guard? I'll use diplomacy. It's fine.
It's gotta be diplomacy.
That's not bad for diplomacy.
Nice.
I might be able to scrounge up some simple, mundane weapons, but we are in the middle of a crisis.
This is fair. So if no one else needs anything mundane, yeah, just Merrick getting a short bow and some ammo for it would probably be helpful.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this OSP, so I'll be fine. And
I'm
if you
trying to
know
think
what
of the party, okay?
Yep. And if you remember what that acronym is, congratulations. You love Metal Gear Solid way too much like I do.
I have still yet to play a Metal Gear Solid game.
It's good if you just don't take it too seriously. Because the game
I can't imagine you can take that too seriously. Like, wasn't one of the final bosses just a dude in a suit that's super strong?
You may or may not have had a katana samurai fight on the roof of New York State City Hall at one point, and the person you were fighting was a former president of the United States. So, whose last name was Sears.
That's funny.
I'd recommend it.
Yes. We get Merrick's short bow. Doesn't seem like anyone else needs anything, and we depart.
Right before you leave, she said, "One more thing. If you can find out why Varric deserted, if there's more to it than simple personal politics, I'll need to know immediately. If you bring me Varric alive, there's 500 gold in it for you. Dead, he's worth only half that."
Fair enough.
All right.
All right. Cook and book.
Mm.
Though I do bring up to the party as we leave the Citadel
Mhm.
that something like this feels awfully below a queen's notice, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
I mean,
This-
I imagine desertion probably ranks pretty high in her concerns at this point.
I feel like she sent us here mostly because the what's her name? Cressida, the field marshal kept harassing her for help, and that was an easy way to get rid of us, as well as air quote reward us for our hard work of recovering her brooch. It seems to me more advantageous for her as well in a way of stop pestering me, I'm busy. Because it doesn't sound to me like she knew exactly why they needed help. She just said, I'll send you here because they're short of manpower.
Perhaps.
Again, I
Alright.
think desertion of the guard's probably going to catch her attention.
An individual soldier in the guard makes way to the leader of a sovereign nation.
I mean, these are the guard that are supposed to be protecting her. If it starts to unravel, try to catch it early. But at the same time, there's probably more going on. But I could see the logic in it, but I could see there being much more to it.
Just doesn't sit right with me. But if this is what we're doing, then it's what we're doing.
I mean, I feel like at the very least, it gives us an opportunity to meet with them and figure out their side of the story. Again, I'm not opposed to asking questions first, then seeing if shooting is needed as a whole.
I assume we're heading our way to the butcher shop just straight away.
Yep, I got nothing to do.
Yeah,
Yep.
would I be able to get let's see, short bow with a quiver of arrows and a quiver of blunt arrows. So I have the option for non-lethal.
Yeah, you'd be able to get a short bow, and we'll say probably 10 arrows each.
Okay.
I can punch people. I need to do non-lethal since monk levels. I can do it non-lethally. So
Okay. So you guys head down to Northgate, I presume?
you,
Where are we going? Where is it on the map?
Northgate Avenue is right here, so I imagine it's somewhere in this area.
Yeah, there's no point, so.
You guys actually would have been given a specific address of 22 Sturge Street, but I don't even think that street is on this map. So yeah, it's in this area.
Yeah. It's always those off-roads that have the weirdest buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Right off of Fake Street, there's Shit Gets Real Boulevard.
All right. Around what time do you guys show up at the butcher shop?
Like maybe when the sun's starting to set, something like that. Taking into account travel time.
Sounds
That-
right
that-
to me.
With what time it was when you guys showed up to the Queen?
I know we had done stuff that day, so it wasn't like the beginning of the morning or anything. So we'll say somewhere around, 6 p.m.-ish?
All right. You guys managed to eventually find all the world's meat. What's your approach?
What's the building look like? 1 story, 2 story, points of egress?
Sign of a basement or a cellar.
Is
with
it bumped
doors
up against
exterior.
2 other buildings, or is it like there's a space in between the sides?
Did I assume there's no visible sentries?
Could you just draw it for us real quick?
Brick or wood siding?
What era of construction?
Modern or Victorian?
Is it wheelchair accessible?
Of course, of course not.
Yeah, there's space in between the buildings where the road runs through. There appears to be a cattle pen, but the fence is just high enough you can't see over it. In the back, with a gate that it looks like you could go through. And there are no visible windows, and it looks to be a 2-story building.
So there's an entrance to the front and back, and then there's side. You can walk past the sides. It's not bumper to buildings.
Yeah,
It's like 2 stories and no like points of egress that can go through windows. You said.
correct. I made one mistake. There is 1 window, but it's just at the very front of the building where the meat would be displayed, but there's no meat there currently.
Gotcha.
And you said, or there was no other like cellar door or some sort of subterranean access that you could see from the outside?
No.
Okay.
Do we want to prevent them from leaving by going one side and the other, or do we want to just all go through one side? Because I'm not going to be able to hide through this. I'm best off going through the front door.
I don't.
Does anybody want to try reconning a bit? See if we can peek in a window or listen through a few doors.
I can do what I can. I'm gonna roll a stealth to try to like get up close to the building, possibly like the back side of it. Oh, the dice are not with me today.
Luckily, it doesn't seem like they're super concerned. Like they don't have guards or anything posted out there. So you get to the back of the building where you're at the gate that connects the outside sort of barn area to the building.
First thing first, I guess, is there actually animals in the pen? I don't think there would be because it's abandoned, but I still have gator scars, so I'll mention that.
Right now, you're on the other side of the fence. You can't really see, but you don't hear any animals.
Mm-hmm.
But if you walk through the gate, you'd be able to see.
Can I like half scale up the fence just to peek over the top?
Yeah, give me a quick climb check.
All right. Come on, dice. There it is.
Yeah, you peek over the fence, and it is just a muddy area with some what do you call it, troughs to feed the animals, but there are currently no animals back there.
Gotcha. Ooh. I slip back to the party, inform them what I found. I could probably get an entrance back there if anyone else wants to go through the front.
I don't imagine these fellows are going to want to run away from us. It's more likely to be a confrontation or a fight.
Though I will try, if once we get in, if there's a way to block the back door while you guys deal with the front. If we go through the front, I will do so. I am quite good at pushing my way through people.
I can enter through the rear.
Quick question. If things do get that moment of tension where it's about to throw down one way or another, do we want to try interjecting some way to see what their side of the story is? Like, just to say that we're here for this reason, but what's going on?
I do plan on talking with them first. I can't imagine every guard is corrupt like I view a lot of them. Hopefully this is just a misunderstanding that can be cleared up and they'll come back willingly. But my hopes are not high.
I pull out my sap and say that we can just render them unconscious and get their side of the story while they're wrapped up in a hemp blanket.
I think it'll be easier if we could try to get some sort of parlay before things start throwing down. But if we could incapacitate a few before it comes to fighting, I wouldn't be opposed.
I imagine once we start incapacitating, fight's on regardless. So while he's going to get positioned in the back door area, if he's the only one going back there, those up front of us can just start questioning them through the door or something if they don't want to come out and meet us. That'll give him time to do that while it's not being while they're distracted.
Is Kier stealthy at all?
Not with those lungs.
And I got a 6 in it, with no other points, but
It's decent if you want to go back, but either way. Yeah, because I got -4 to stealth, so sneaky not my thing.
Yeah, my stealth's abysmal. I mean, mine's a -2. That's somehow better than yours, but not that much better. So it looks like everyone but Barrow Walker is going through the front door.
All right.
So while he's going back there, I'm just going to stride towards the front door, and if nothing stops me before I get there, I'm just going to bang on it unless anyone stops me.
That's usually the best way to knock.
And can you refresh me what this guy's name is again?
The man in charge, his name is Varric Van Kaskerken. Let me see if I can just put the name in the chat for you guys to read. And you have all the other guys. You're not really sure who they are.
Oh, wow, I got pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
You might recognize that last name, Richard. I don't know if anyone else here does.
I'm checking my notes and stuff, but let's see.
It was a very minor character from Rune Lords this guy's actually related to, but
Okay.
nothing to do with the plot.
Like, who's
I was
related
going
to
to say
Rune Lords?
that name did seem oddly familiar. Might have just been the ring to it, but that last name seemed somewhat familiar.
You guys remember Auric? Auric Gaskirkin?
Was that town guard who pointed a crossbow at us, or am I thinking of someone else?
Nah, I have to Google Auric again. Oh, he's that guy that he was the one you guys kind of just jumped to beat the shit out of and grappled. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it, I give
Oh,
up.
that guy, yeah.
Oh, that's great. I didn't know. I couldn't actually remember his last name.
Yeah,
now-
for some they make characters like that related through the AP.
Honestly, that's great though.
Oh, yeah.
Just make another character in that family, and that's a PC later.
Right.
Like the Carmine.
I will not
Gears
get
4.
my brothers.
He's one of the few bad guys in that AP that you guys didn't kill. He was just in jail.
Although, did he end up getting killed by whoever broke him out?
He is actually just in jail. He was literally just a mercenary, and he wasn't worth their time when they were breaking out.
Is that the one that in one round we basically disarmed, grappled?
Yeah.
You basically
naked.
insulted his profession in one round and quit.
6 very confusing seconds for him.
Yes. I couldn't in my right mind think, you know what this mercenary is going to do? Try to fight everybody in one round. He's down to single-digit HP.
Disarmed, entangled.
Disarmed, entangled in a snake, beaten the shit out of. I'm talking fucking rung through the floor. Like, if there was dog shit on the floor, I'm pretty sure you would have rubbed his face in it. Okay. So, yeah, I would go up to the door, just bang on it. Varric Van Kaskerkin, I've been sent by the guard to round you up. I'd wish to do this without any fighting. Would you be willing to parlay?
You hear a gruff man's voice on the other side go, "Doors open."
Yeah, I will go in. I will step in.
I'm going to add you guys to the map really quick, just so you can see the guys you're talking to.
Yeah, I figured.
You guys can get a better idea. I have to remember to add vision on the homepage because I have to re-add it every time.
By the way,
Yeah,
the new UI for Roll20, did you see that you can adjust the zoom to an exact percentage?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, if you click on the number that it shows, you can just change the number to whatever you want, to between 100, 300%, or whatever. I know, it's a nice little quality of life thing, because sometimes you want it to be like 75 instead of 80%.
I also like the zoom to fit. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, zoom to fit is nice.
Hopefully this should all be correct so you guys can see on this map where you are.
You might need a shift click. Because right now all I see is darkness.
I see.
Yep. You just need to scroll up.
Why isn't it letting? There it goes.
Yeah, I was trying to shift click for some reason. It wasn't.
There we go. Do we want to do initiative right now, or are we just out of initiative at this moment?
Do you guys want to do initiative order? I guess I'll just leave that up to you.
I mean, we
I
can just
wouldn't
do it. We can do without it right now because we
Yeah,
haven't really started anything serious yet.
All right. Cool. Then you walk into this main room. You walk through the front of All the World's Meat. There's a little image of a fat, smiling cow hanging above the entrance. Inside, a long counter runs over half the room's width. The door behind the shopkeeper there stands ajar, and a low bench sits against the east wall where an older man is slumped over, and flies are circling over the stains where the meat once was in this window. I didn't know what time of day you guys were going to be coming, so the meat's there in the image, but it's not right now.
Okay. Yep, makes sense.
Merrick will do a quick sweep of the room, just looking around, see if anything may be hiding.
I'm probably just going to step right here and not get any closer to not try to instigate anything as I enter.
He looks you up and down. He goes, well, you don't look like you're with the guard.
I'm a former guard that's been roped into this mess, and from the sound of it, you are having some outs because you disagree with the queen.
Well, I recommend you go ahead and kick it. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem, buddy.
I am trying to be peaceful about this, but you doing this is doing more harm to the city than you are doing any kind of upstanding, not like upstanding, than any kind of protest you might have against who rules the city. You're harming the people by not assisting with the chaos than you are doing anything that you're trying to do here.
Look, shipments of food since the riots have started have been stalled for days. You go and tell the families we're feeding out here what we're doing isn't for the greater good of Corvosa. And if they come in here and tell me, then I'll come with you, buddy. But until then, kick rocks.
So this is just all about you wanting to remain a butcher rather than serve as a guard in this time of chaos? Because
What's the guard
this
doing?
sort of-
Right? At least here I can do some good.
So you're okay with people being literally murdered in the streets just so you can serve people some food? What kind of man are you? I have people I care about in this city. I could serve them meat, cook them fucking food, but instead I'm out here trying to help people not die. Whether you agree or disagree with whoever's in charge, you should still care about the people who are literally being murdered in the streets.
At the very least, once this chaos is over, then it'll be easier to bring shipments of food and supplies throughout the city and get back to business as usual, but that's never going to happen with this chaos. And if that is the extent of your going AWOL, is I want to be a butcher, can't we just hire somebody for the short term? I'll pony up a gold now to cover a wage for a week.
The man who owned this butcher shop died 2 years ago. Places like this sit in escrow with the Corvosan government for years without being used.
See, an escrow. Merrick will stick his head out, look to Vic. I think this is getting into your territory, bud.
Just let me know when I can creep in through the back door.
Is that what you're trying to do right now?
Yeah, if it's possible.
Yeah.
Can I do a sense motive while he's breaking in just to see if his argument of I just want to serve meat to the people is truthful?
Yeah, go ahead and give me
More politics. That's probably not going to do it.
Nah, definitely. I just think he's an asshole.
Mm. Well, that might do it. I guess it depends on his wisdom.
Oh man,
Or his bluff.
such a first world thing to say. Oh, people are starving. I have money. What's the problem?
What's the meat cake?
Vic, hearing this, everyone else, he seems pretty genuine, but Vic, hearing this, you get a sense he's not telling the full truth about why he's here. The I'm a butcher excuse, you're not buying it.
Vic's going to step in at that, look around and say, this property is in escrow similar to the one where... Oh, crap. What was the main bad guy's name?
Gadrin.
Gideon?
Gadrin,
Gadrin.
not Gideon.
Gadrin.
It's Gadrin.
Gadrin.
Fuck's sake, Loki.
No, it's a character trait at this point.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, but
He's
don't
gonna-
infect other players with it.
He's gonna
Not-
watch as he says, as he drops that name and says, "This one's in escrow, just like the property Gadrin was found in." Do you have any dealings with that group?
Who?
I don't know. Gadrin? Is it Gadrin Lamb?
That
Yep.
you're correct on the name. That's his in character. And
But with that sense motive, he didn't seem to know Gadrin.
no.
Okay.
His eyes don't like light up when you say the name or anything.
Gotcha.
Listen, the sooner you come with us, the less hassle this has to be. We will get physical if need be, so please make this easy on everybody.
Yeah, we're going to need to look through the premises as well. Is there any other goods you're moving?
He puts his hand on his what weapon does he have? Let me see. He puts his hand on his longsword and he doesn't draw it yet, but he yells out back behind the door that's open and says, "Corello, Parnes, got a couple guys saying they want to get physical."
No, we don't want to. You guys are.
I tried to make this easy as I start reaching for my halberd because I just kind of had it like slung at this point, but
So why not just go in to report in?
So what? They assigned me some do nothing task somewhere else in the city?
Or is there more to it that you're just not telling us?
you know, I would take you more seriously if you were being a vigilante and just going out there and trying to stop people from getting killed rather than just sitting in a butcher shop to give away meat. There's something doesn't sit right with me.
Well, I'm sorry if your food is secure, but people need to eat.
Why have shipments of food been stopped? Who's
Because
stopping them?
transport them around the city. People.
Yeah. Also, if this butcher
Why?
shop was abandoned for so long, how do you have meat to sell here?
We have cattle brought in every morning. Usually get that butchered in by the afternoon, sold by the end of the day.
Yeah, something's not sitting right with me.
Just let me know
So,
when you're involved with Spence.
I would say we can roll for initiative and after Barrow Walker does this try to sneak in thing, because I think this is at this point it's just going to be into a fight.
Are you able to open the door, Barrow?
Yeah. I just didn't want to be doing stuff while you were role playing.
Does he need to roll a stealth as he does it, or?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another stealth as you enter the building. You also can see that
Hey.
this is the muddy area behind the doors over here.
Gotcha. I'm more interested in flanking these guys. So I got 27 to my stealth.
All right.
So I'll open up this door to the north of me here. I'm going to be like peeking in, but I'm going to have to hit the button to look inside.
All right.
Okay, that is to the muddy area. So all right, I'm definitely going to try to slip into this room with my 27 stealth. Trying to keep low, use whatever crates I can have as cover. Hopefully the commotion at the front has been drawing some attention.
They are going to roll perceptions. Is going to notice you as you slip into the room.
Mm-hmm.
You see their attention is towards this door because something's just been yelled at them, so they're not looking at you right now. As you enter this room, the floor is strewn with blood-stained straw that reeks of slaughter, and this is like the killing floor. Meat hooks dangle from a metal track affixed to the ceiling that allows hooks and their gory loads to be moved easily around the room. In the northwest corner is a large hammer sitting on the floor next to a permanent blood stain. And to the south is a blood-stained grill that covers a wide hole in the floor. Just north of the grill sits 2 large vats of water. One is boiling and one is cold. The barrels seem to be filled with mostly salt. Some of them are cracked open, some of them are closed.
God, I want to put someone to that boiling water so bad, but I don't have the feats for it, unfortunately. It's even like a good CMB roll with surprise, so I wouldn't get an AOO. It would shove them like 5 feet, and that's it.
All right, turning back to the front group for a minute. They haven't gotten overtly hostile with you yet.
Yeah, if they seem like they do not want to come with us, Luke at this point basically just takes a step forward and is going to try to detain him, and if he resists, fights on, I guess.
So are you trying to detain the old one over here?
Yeah. 'Cause he's the closest one, so.
All right, what are you doing?
At this point, I'm just trying to grab him.
All right, then we're going to start initiative. Oh, wait, we got to be clear initiative. The initiative from last time is still on there.
Oh, okay, because we couldn't see it.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll just roll again to add the same one I had.
Yeah, I was 15 before.
Just
I
roll.
rolled the same thing.
Now, Luke, I'm
flesh.
Just an action here, so you can grapple if you want, or you can do whatever, but you're the one initiating the conflict, so.
Yeah, and since no one's active, so I won't get a provoke on it, so I will just try to grapple at this point to see how much fight he's going to put up. So 22.
All right, 22. Yeah, you grapple him.
Okay, and since it's like basically a surprise action, I think that's all I can do. So that'll be my surprise round.
Okay.
So then we'll start the actual initiative proper, I imagine, after that.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm trying to add the grapple token here. Just so that we keep track of that. All right. So these guys are going to take their turn. This guy up here is going to call down and say, they're getting physical. And he is going to step back here and pull out a longbow. And he's going to... I'm going to say he can't really get Luca there. So he's going to shoot at you, Vic.
He went straight to the bow and arrow. Bold.
Is that the only guy on the turn order? The rest of are they all acting on the same turn?
They're
order?
they're all on this turn order.
Okay.
That'll hit.
I usually just put any characters who are statistically identical on the same turn order.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so you take the 4 damage from that arrow. This other one is going to try and release the grapple. Is that a CMB check? It's a CMB or an escape artist, right?
I think
You are grappled as a standard action by making a CMB check against my CMD or using an escape artist. You can break free.
All right. Definitely going to be the CMB.
Okay, he's able to break free as his action, so neither of us are grappled anymore.
Well, you can either break free or take control.
Or take control of it. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot he can do that.
The old guy is going to break free.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to continue this grapple any longer. Does he still get a move action, or is it a 4-round action?
He does get a move action. But since I've acted as a surprise round, I do get an AOO if he tries to move through other than a 5-foot.
Yeah, he's going to move through, so you're going to get an AOO on him.
Okay. I am going to just do a single punch. We'll probably miss.
Yeah, that's going to miss. As he runs and pushes past his friend. These two in here that Barrow can see are going to... This guy's going to go up and open the door. And this one is going to start moving back and taking out his bow as well. And they still don't seem to be paying much attention to you, Barrow. Which leads to it's your turn. Barrow?
Sorry, I was muted. I had kind of a kooky idea. You said there was a open barrel of salt somewhere nearby?
Yeah. Probably these barrels over here.
Okay, so if this is too much shenanigans, I'm fine just doing a normal surprise attack on him. But could I step over there and on my way breaking stealth to attack him, could I grab a fistful of salt and do a surprise unarmed strike attack to not only do the basic like non-lethal damage, but also shove the salt into his eyes to blind him?
Pocket salt, shasha!
I like to fight dirty, what can I say?
Let's go ahead and we'll treat it as give me an attack, and then we'll do like a dirty trick maneuver. Because that sounds like...
I do not have improved unarmed strike, but I am surprising him, so it won't provoke an AOO anyway. So
yeah,
actually, sorry, I'll be there. I'm gonna just use the brass knuckles as the base damage here, or as the base roll here. So, damn it. I forget. Do we have any sort of re-rolls with hero points?
Only if
these
it
days?
uses Dex, I think, is the hero points I think we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think...
dexterity rolls.
Although it is, if you burn it, you could re-roll it.
I mean, I'm willing to do that.
All right.
Burn a hero point.
Give us it.
That's
there it
what
is.
I like to see.
There you go. You smack that guy square in the back of the dome.
And if I remember correctly, unarmed strike without the skill or anything I got. What is that? Like a D2 plus strength or something?
Something like that.
Let me see. I've never actually unarmed strike someone without the improved unarmed.
Also, by the way,
Whichever-
there's no one's hero drawing that was playing into this combat, right?
D2.
Oh, yes, that's a good question. Let me check. Usually they aren't right at the beginning. Usually they're like for bossing characters.
That's fine. I just figured I'd ask because I know it's a thing that plays into this.
That would have completely slipped my mind, so you're right.
All right. So here is the damage from my sneak punch. And then I get my greater hidden strike because I caught by surprise. So that's 13 non-lethal damage. And then do you want me to do a untrained CMB to see if I can dirty trick blind him?
Yes.
9. Okay, well.
Oh.
I still got him good, if nothing else. And
his wounds at least sting a little bit.
yes. And that's non-lethal damage. Also, I have the vigilante talent, leave an opening. So since I hit him with my hidden strike, at the start of his next turn, before he can take an action, he provokes an attack of opportunity from me. So I can hit him again.
Yes. Actually, you are actually very right, Luca, because this you'll actually be getting the bonus for this combat.
Oh, well then, that's kind of fitting then, since I'm dealing with guards. What is the bonuses?
If you didn't, I would have given it to you at some point later, but
what are the bonuses you get for this?
So it should say right there at the bottom of the Harrow. In addition, during the encounter, you get +2 bonus on all rolls modified by dexterity and +1 dodge bonus to your armor class.
Gotcha. Sweet, my AC is 19 right now then.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Did that 15 crit confirm against him?
That 15.
It would be flat-footed, so.
He would be flat-footed, yeah.
And it probably does. Let me check.
Because that would be a lot more damage.
Yes, it can.
Well, my hidden strike doesn't multiply because it's like sneak attack. But
yeah. I mean, okay, fine. Still be another 1d2 + 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do the crit damage.
Excellent. Another 5.
5 more on top of that.
So that's still a solid 18 points of damage.
Okay. It's a solid hit.
More than I have in all my HP.
Yeah, no, you hurt this guy bad. He is more than bloodied at the moment.
I just like the idea that I run up to him and he hears my footsteps and turns, catches salt in the face, and then I just punch him straight in the nose.
We're breaking and entering.
And this guy, this one who seems younger than all the rest, who you seem to have targeted because you hate children.
He had a longbow, which means he would have a harder time doing AOs against me, I'll have you know.
A literal child, because Barrow Walker hates children.
They snuck in through the back. But if that is all on your turn, Barrow, then we'll continue to Vic.
Yep.
You're surrounded.
All right.
Actually, Vic, do you have a higher dex than I do? I have 14.
Good question. I also have 14.
Do you have a preference? I mean, I'm about to cast a spell to buff everybody.
Yeah, you go first then, man.
Okay. All right. If that's okay, Michael?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Blessing of the Watch then. Gives all of us, well, I don't know if Barrow's within 50 feet. Maybe not. But everybody else is under the effect of Bless, so +1 to attack and +1 versus fear.
Yeah, definitely not.
Cool beans.
You gonna move?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll just shift over here. And nothing else. Gotta make room for the fighter people.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Actually, would I be able to basically move over here and use this as cover? Basically get half cover with the desk?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'll be doing that.
Vic.
All right. Vic's going to pull out his dwarven flail as he moves up. He's going to jump up on this desk and whack this guy with a non-lethal attack.
Can you non-lethal with a flail?
He has the
Probably one of the feats. Oh, okay.
Yeah, bludgeoner feat. That.
Nice.
All right. So 15 is not going to hit unless, you're just doing it against his regular AC, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 15 is not quite.
Does he have the high ground if he's on the desk?
I don't think so. I think he's a medium. He's a medium creature. He's still a dwarf, so he's at best slightly above average.
Finally seen him eye to eye.
Is that your turn, Vic?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna try to overrun this guy and get behind him, which will knock him prone if it succeeds.
All right.
27 against his CMD.
That'll do it.
Okay, so I am over here and he is prone. As I am chasing this old man. He hates children, but I hate old people.
This is canon now.
Yep.
Listen, it's not that I hate children, it's that they're so much easier to beat up than adults.
Hey, same with old people.
Strategically target the weakest person in the room, and it happens to be a child a lot.
If we ever get affected by were people, I hope they're lions. But that'll be
But
my
hey,
turn.
we remember first encounter. Guy was disguised as a child.
Never trust them again.
All right.
Also, they're mean.
No wonder he doesn't like Kier so much. Reminds him too much of his hated enemy.
What are you up to, Kier?
Yeah, I guess I'm moving in. Just one move action. Probably can't see the guy on the floor from where I'm at, so I'll go.
For
ahead
some
and
reason,
double
I have
check.
control of Kier as well, by the way. I'm not sure if it's going to matter.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Make viewing stuff easier last time, if you remember.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if
that's
he's
right.
fine with it, it's fine to, so
Yeah.
we, as characters, can see what's happening on the field. But
Mhm.
I'm fine with it.
So yeah, I'm double moving in. Guy on the floor in front of me, but nothing I can do this round.
All right.
Although if he stands, it's provoking time.
Okay, so we are going to start with these guys back here with Barrow. One of them's going
I
to...
get my free attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Gonna use my sap. 17.
17 will hit.
So he takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And he's not flat-footed or anything, is he?
No.
Okay, just double check.
Yeah, this guy's barely standing on his 2 feet. You thoroughly bludgeoned him.
Mm-hmm.
But with what resolve he has left, he drops his bow, he draws his long sword, and he's going to take a hit at you, Barrow.
All right. That'll miss.
He pathetically misses because his head is clearly spinning. While
I
his
see stars.
He's punched
His-
drunk.
companion over here is going to refocus on you, and he's going to longbow at Barrow.
My AC is 16, so that'll hit, but it deals 1 point of damage. I can take 1 point of damage. I accept this.
Yeah, you were just at a point blank shot too, so doesn't get any bonus to attack.
Strategery.
Now for these guys up here, old guy's going to pull out his long sword, take a swing at Luca.
Bring it. That'll miss.
And
Thank God, because that was some high damage.
younger guy who's laid out on the floor is going to try to stand up.
Boom.
Provoke from all of us.
Is it +4 for him being prone?
Yeah, so that would be 21 to hit him for me.
I already have my +4 in there. God, I'm rolling garbage.
And also my damage would be 2 higher, so it'd be 10 bludgeoning damage from me.
All right.
Because it was my first unarmed strike, and I have dragon style, so.
His AC is 17, so tell me if you hit.
I hit. Does Kier have a attack to make?
I wouldn't have gotten my dagger out because it's
Okay.
a dude till I rounded the thing.
Okay. So yeah, just the 10 damage from me.
All right. Does that impede him standing up?
No, no. He just. I do this so everyone can get an extra attack that's a higher chance of hitting. That's kind of my whole thing at this point.
All right.
But
And then
he's free to attack, free to stand up, whatever have you.
is going to flank with his friend, so this will be 2 higher.
Wait, how does he
That'll
have
miss.
his longsword?
Hmm?
The guy
You
that-
can
the guy that
you can
was on
pull
the
it out
ground.
as part of a movement. So when he's standing, he can pull it out
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
because he had his longbow, but he can pull out his sword as he
Ah,
stands.
I gotcha.
But it doesn't look like he hits either way.
Nope.
These guys are swinging and missing.
Thankfully.
Barrow.
Kind of how our fights
Arrow.
go these days.
Nick,
All right. Gonna take another shot with my sap at the young gun here. 14.
14's not going to hit.
Okay. That's pretty much all I got then.
Merrick.
He'll move up and over. And even with kind of has difficult terrain, he's got plenty of movement, and then just take a swing with his weighted spear.
I imagine this would count as flanking since I'm the only space between us. I don't know. It'd be Michael's judgment, but since we're in a corridor.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 4 guys threatening him.
Michael,
Without getting 2, I have a reach.
The angles are kind of weird, but I'll just say everyone has flanking just because he is being attacked from so many angles.
So this plus, let me add 2 to it. Swing. Of course.
nope.
Yep. And I think that's my full action.
All right. Vic.
All right, Vic's going to try and hit him again non-lethally. And finally connects. And
Indeed.
when he does, I'm going to use my Enforcer feat to try and demoralize him as a free action. And that's not even close.
That's not gonna work.
You did bloody him, though.
Nice.
Luca.
Okay. I am just going to punch the guy north of me. So I will go ahead and put power attack on for this. Okay, just gonna go do the unarmed strike again. 14, I imagine, will miss.
14 will miss.
And since I'm kind of sandwiched in here, that'll be my turn.
Kier. Beating the shit out of someone in the hallway.
Yeah. So take a step back. Around the counter. Can't see the rest of you, so I can't really justify ruling the zones out. But I know you guys are on the other side of that door. Really should have picked some stuff up while we were out and about. Oh well. Yeah, I guess I'll just rule out Merrick as a square.
All right.
Oof.
Is the Tanglefoot version.
Well, that will
Merrick's again.
hit. Reflex save 14. Just gotta give that reflex save. Does make the reflex save.
He's still entangled, but he can move.
Gotcha.
And if I'm next to him, I take the splash damage.
You can reflex save to avoid it.
Okay.
Well, half
Nope.
damage. But you take minimum damage from splash.
Not entangled, so.
Do we have an entangled icon?
Should be, but
Oh, is it this one? Yeah.
So is minimum damage 4?
All right.
I think so.
Because it's 1d6 plus 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 4.
And that was 7 damage for the one you hit.
Yeah.
Unless
yeah,
a crit,
13
unless a crit
doesn't
confirm of 12 touch or 13 touch.
13 touch, yeah.
13 touch. Let me see if that confirms, because it don't matter. Touch. 13 touch does hit, so you knock this guy.
Just glued to the floor, unconscious. He ain't going nowhere.
So this guy is out of the combat.
Narratively say that, make sure he's not dying, but let's deal with the rest.
All right, it being their turn once again. The old guy is going to yell out, Baldrago's down! And
Khal Drogo.
deeper through the attack of opportunity, Luca.
Yep. Unarmed strike. 21, and it should be too high for the damage because it's the first strike of unarmed attack.
So 9.
Yes.
You manage to clock him as he turns to run away. He comes in here, sees the fighting going on. He is going to. He would have. Actually, he hasn't pulled out his longbow yet, has he?
I do not believe so.
So, yeah. He will drop the longsword, pull out the longbow, target Barrow.
That'll miss.
All right. And then you're going to get another one from the other guy again.
That one will hit.
For 7. As it makes its mark right into your shoulder.
Yep. I'm at 9.
I'm a coming.
And this one in combat with you is going to attempt to run past you. So give me a
AOO.
Yeah, give me an attack of opportunity.
Damn it.
Yep, he slips by you. And did he take out his longsword and attack you?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
And then he said last time he dropped his longbow, so it's probably still on the floor next to me.
Yeah, it's still on the floor next to you. All right, Barrow. You're in the room with all of them now.
Yep.
I would say Luca, seeing that guy run, he would yell to Barrow to deal with him. We can handle the old man.
What is this thing here? Is that something I could hide behind?
That is a pile of stripped clean bones and other animal residue.
Okay, I was just thinking here because he dropped the longbow, but he probably still has all the arrows on his person, unless he had when he dropped the longbow, did he drop the one arrow knocked in it? I was just thinking about grabbing it, running over here and firing an arrow because I am proficient in longbows.
Give me a 1d2. One he had already knocked an arrow into it. 2 he didn't. All right, there's 1 arrow.
All right, so can I grab that longbow here and then run over here to get some cover, just like a small AC bonus, and then fire 1 arrow at him?
For sure.
All right, I'll roll the damage separately, but I'll use my dagger because it's the same bonus. My dex and strength are equal, so.
You don't have a favorite weapon or anything, right?
Nope. It's gonna miss anyway.
Yeah,
but this is dex based. Let me look at the Harrow thing. I know.
Yeah, I think you can re-roll if it's a dex-based attack.
Yeah. So I'll tap 1 hero point and try re-rolling it. Nope. It'll miss.
Okay.
It was a cool idea, though.
Mhm.
Just the dice are not working with me tonight.
Start moving. 5, 15, 20, go there. And seeing him, I'll issue a command. What weapon does he currently have?
Drop it.
Yeah, right.
I believe he has his longbow out.
He has his long sword because he made an attack against me.
Long sword? Okay,
Yeah.
then he has.
No,
Unless
he
he-
has
oh, no, he
longbow
changed it
because
as he
he
ran,
shot
yeah.
me.
Yeah, never mind. He does have
Actually,
his longbow.
I'll go ahead and tell him down and basically tell him to drop prone.
All right.
Get on the ground!
So is that a will save?
Yes, that is a will save. That is a failure. So on his turn, he has to. His only act. Let me double check what that says. I think on his turn, that's the only action he could do. Let me check. We're just. Approach, drop, prone, fall. On his turn, the subject falls to the ground and remains prone for 1 round.
Okay.
He can still act normally while it's prone, but takes the appropriate penalties.
All right.
And that'll be my turn. As I was walking by, would I be able to tell if this guy was still living?
He's still alive.
Okay. All right, go, 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 go.
All right. Big hop down. 25.
I
30.
pulled it up. What I meant by the save versus not entangled means if you make the save, you're not entangled. So,
As Vic is running, could he pull his hand crossbow? Take a pot shot at this guy.
If you have at least +1 BAB, you can pull a weapon out when you're moving. So
Yep. Pew.
$15 is not going to hit. Or actually, prone, what's the penalty?
he's not prone yet. He's not prone until his turn.
Oh, yeah.
On his turn, he falls prone and does no other action. So right now, he's just standing.
That's not quite going to hit.
Also, for a hand crossbow, a prone would be a -4 to hit.
Mhm. But he's not prone yet.
No, he's not prone yet. So he's the miss.
Luca,
I'm going to charge.
you actually can't charge through your ally
I
space.
do because I have dragon style.
Oh, you have
That
dragon.
was my whole point.
Nice.
That was my whole point to go multi-class into monk so I can get dragon style.
Well done.
Something I learned when playing Remy. I was like, I feel like we do this all the time, and we just ignore.
Yeah, I purposely. That's why I talked to you about multi-classing and I went monk so I could get the master of many styles monk so I could have that and my bullet style up at the same time.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're fine.
And I am just going to throw a punch. 23, and the damage is correct this time because I just made a buff for my dragon style. So
23 is definitely going to hit. As you kick the guy while he's down. Or he's not down yet, sorry.
as he's trying to run, I just grab him by his hair and punch him in the kidneys.
Here. Are you muted?
no, shouldn't be.
Nope.
So that's 10, 20. Stumpy little small size creature legs. All right, there's stairs over there. But that was a double move to get there.
All right.
So,
Okay, first things first. This guy's gonna fall prone
You.
because he is under the effect of Merrick's spell. Second thing, the one that Luca just knocked prone is going to yell at this one and say, Parnes, go get Varric. And Parnes is going to try, and he's going to run past you, Luca, so it's going to be more attacks of opportunity for you.
Yep.
And from Vic,
That'll miss for me. Well, right now you guys are kind of blocking him, so you'd have to like push through you guys. So
I wasn't sure which way he was going.
I don't know if he is going that way. At
Well,
least.
if the guy goes this way, then Vic would have an AOL from.
Oh yeah, because he has reach.
Yep.
He's trying to. So he's actually going to come here and going to try and push past Kier.
So what's that? An acrobatics to move through their space?
Either acrobatics or bull rush. Or
Yeah.
overrun.
I mean, either way, he's provoking, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I
But
think he's
But Vic
Right.
does get an attack on him.
overrun. Let me see.
Yeah, overrun is the one where you can push past somebody, but you basically it's part of your movement. You use your standard action to push them. Man, we cannot hit these guys.
Mm.
I mean, I guess that would be a 16 because we are flanking when you attack him. Because when you attack him, he would be right here. Oh,
But he is 17.
okay. I tried.
CMP is 12.
So yeah, he's able to get past you.
And
Don't let him butt. Oh.
we'll just say pushes you over here. And then can they continue a full movement after that?
Yes, they can, and then Kier would fall prone, and he'd fall prone in the same spot he was at. So wherever he was before, he just falls prone with overrun because he's not using the reposition or anything.
Wait,
Okay.
is overrun part of the attack? Like, is it
So
kinda like a
overrun
charge?
as a standard action as part of a movement or a part of a charge, you can overrun your target.
Okay. Merrick will take his attack of opportunity then.
Yep, get your attack in.
I don't know if there's flanking, so I didn't add it, but that's probably not going to matter. Dice
Yep,
are
but
not kind today.
Yeah, the dice have not been kind to us today.
Or really this campaign. I remember I can't hit worth shit.
Oh yeah, that first one was slapstick comedy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Starts going up the stairs. How far was that? That was 30 to get up. So yeah, he's actually going to make it to the top of the stairs.
Sounds like there's some more trouble upstairs. Someone want to follow him? Me and Barrow can deal with the people in here.
I suspect they'll be coming down, so I'll be ready for him.
This guy is going to. He only has his longsword now. So he's going to engage in combat with Luca.
As he does. That'll miss.
And the prone one, he can't attack you while he's prone, right?
As part of the command spell, he falls prone and does no other action for his turn. So
Well, no, he's able to. Let me double check that.
I thought it says you once he.
I think he can take other actions as long as he
Yeah.
remains prone.
Yeah, subject
Okay.
falls to the ground, remains prone for 1 round. It may act normally while prone, but takes any appropriate penalties.
Okay, and I already did my AOO, so I can't AOO him for
They
doing
attack.
something prone.
4 on you, right?
That'll
-4 to hit me, but he can make an attack against me.
Yep. So there'll be this -4.
That'll miss.
All right.
I would have hit if he wasn't -4 at least.
Barrow.
All right, so I'm going to step around here, dropping the longbow, and I'm going to charge the prone guy.
All right.
So
+2
Plus
from
2.
charge, and then +2 from flanking, and +4.
And then +4 for prone. So
So
I'm going to
+8 altogether.
So I'm going to risk it by doing a power attack to make it a +7 altogether.
I mean, you kind of got it at that point.
Yeah.
Dice have to really be against us for this to miss.
Okay. So that'll hit even before the plus
Yep.
7. So there's that. So 6 non-lethal damage, and then because I'm flanking, lesser hidden strike for 2 more. And at the start of his next turn, I get to hit him again.
And
Before
that was
he
calculating power attack already?
Yep.
So
Yeah,
basically on his turn,
I got minimum damage.
Yeah.
basically on his turn, you start slapping him even as he starts getting up. So you just flop, 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 flop.
Okay.
All right, Merrick.
All right, I will 5-foot step back and try. So is this banister basically a solid wall? So I'm capping the blind side if somebody wants to come down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay there and I'll use stabilize on this guy.
He's just unconscious. He's fine.
Well,
Is he?
he got grenaded, so
Yeah, he got grenaded pretty hard.
Alright. I feel like we've just established multiple times by now that he was just unconscious, but I could be wrong.
Well, can I roll a heal check real quick to see if he's dying or if he's just unconscious?
Yeah, give me a quick heal check.
21.
He is just unconscious at the moment.
Okay. In that case, I'll just ready an attack for if somebody comes down the stairs and try to catch him off guard.
All right. Vic.
All right, Vic's gonna try and hit this guy from behind.
hit the child. Hit the child.
Oh, it's not a child.
He's not a child. He's just the youngest of the group.
Yeah, he's the young one here.
We've just been making jokes.
And he's gonna immediately try to intimidate him if that's a hit.
I hope he's practically unconscious at that point, because I know he was like pretty
I hit him
grievously
for
wounded.
I hit him for 18.
Yeah, Vic, your bludgeoning is non-lethal, right?
Yes, it is, which allows him to do this intimidate check as a free action.
I'm pretty sure he's just down.
He is conscious.
Oh, okay. Well, he is very intimidated then.
I mean, I'd be intimidated by someone who knocked me unconscious with a fucking flail too.
Happen.
Meanwhile, Luca and Barrel Walker are just curb stomping this guy.
I feel like that's gonna be our shtick coming and
Yeah.
going. Let me see. Own enemy, tack that on. Just gonna grasp my fist with my other fist and just slam down on this guy.
A Captain Kirk double fist punch.
Yes. 22 to hit for 10 damage.
All right, this guy is unconscious.
The last one went upstairs. I'm gonna head up there. My camera started fucking up, but I am basically just gonna get to here as the rest of my turn.
Okay.
Guess I'm gonna get up and help secure these two.
All right.
Two more upstairs at least.
Time up with.
We've got meat hooks. We can make do.
Yep.
I thought we learned our lesson after we saved Mike Tyson in the one-shot thing we did.
I mean, Tyke Mikeson?
Tyke Myson, yeah.
So what is it you're doing, Kier?
I think you're just tying him up.
Yeah, if anyone has any rope.
I do not.
I mean, I could have just dropped some. I could say I dropped some as I move past you because I have rope.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff around here.
Yeah, and I'm right next to you. I've got rope in my backpack.
Truss them up in butcher's twine.
Good old Sunday pig.
Parchment paper.
I mean, they are cops.
I was gonna say that joke has more than one meaning.
Yep.
All right. Off screen. You're gonna do this. All right. From the bottom of the stairs, you can hear the guy who ran up there banging on the door. Barrow, you're left on the floor.
As an action, can I take this guy's longbow and quiver of arrows?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that, and then I will move up into position. Yeah, just there, and that will be my turn as I add a longbow to my sheet.
Okay. Merrick.
1 second.
How many arrows did he have? I'm just noting it down.
He had. He had 5 arrows on him.
Okay, so he had 4 left now because he fired one.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool,
So
cool.
if I was to move there and channel, would I still be able to get all my buddies? It'd be just out of range of this guy, and I know I'd
we
be
get that guy right here, though.
I know I get this one, but he's kind of entangled in rough spot anyways. And it's only 1d6.
I mean, we'll find out if it brings him up in a second here.
Yeah, if you're in range, you're in range.
4 hit points.
With 4 hit points, he's still just stable.
All right. And that'll be my turn.
Vic.
Vic will reload his hand crossbow and get ready for anybody coming down the stairs.
Okay. Luca.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a hero point to increase my AC through my dodge AC. And not one to wait around. He's going to start heading up the stairs. So if you need to move me, for me.
All right. Yep, I'm going to move you over.
Yep, I see it. So that'd be 10, 20 feet.
You
And-
enter the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. That's all my movement. So I'm just going to prepare an action in case someone comes swinging at me.
All right. So you enter into this upper area. There's a round table up there. There are cards on the table that seems like this is where they hang out most of the time when they're not at work. And there's 4 thin bedrolls that lie rolled up over here. And you see the man you're looking for knocking on this door right here.
Yeah, just call out. All your friends are unconscious downstairs. Surrender now and it'll be easier. For all of us. And that'll be my turn as I'm just prepared to punch somebody if they come too close. And I would yell down that he's up here trying to get through a door that, from the screaming that we heard before, he's probably trying to wake up the guy who's in charge.
And just so you see, these are windows here. So
Yeah.
there is a potential way out if there are windows in the other room. Yeah, sorry I said windowless. I'm at the bottom floor. Didn't have windows.
Yeah, I figured it was a sheer structure. I don't have the ability to climb walls yet, so it's all good. But it was the old guy who was the person we were here for, right?
From what he was calling up upstairs,
No,
it sounds
sounds
like
like
the
he's
guy who we were
upstairs.
looking for is up here.
Gotcha.
The guy downstairs was just pretending to be him, and then when he was down, and he yelled at this guy to go get Varric. So
Just be clear. They no one here has been called Varric. Did I accidentally call one of the characters Varric?
no, but
Yeah.
when we said we're looking for Varric, he said come in, and we all just kind of ran with it,
Yeah.
assuming he was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is all in character.
All
Yeah.
referred to by different names that aren't Varric. So context, none of them are him.
Yeah, we found that out when he's like going upstairs to say he was going to get Barrett.
All right. You hear some shuffling around in the other room, but other than that, Kier.
Move over and secure this guy. Hopefully, if things go south upstairs, we'll hear it.
Okay. This guy is going to 5-foot step. He's going to grab this chair and throw it through this window.
As you do.
He's not really going to have to make a roll for that. I'm just going to say that the window there shatters open, and
They're trying to flee.
he actually won't be able to move out because
Would I have been able to hear what direction the shattered glass came from?
Yes.
Is it towards the front?
It's towards this direction.
Okay.
Barrow Walker.
All right. I will go upstairs behind Luca.
All right. I'll put you at the bottom of the stairs.
There we go.
I would basically point this direction that there's someone trying to get through a window.
Yeah. So there. And then I longbow him. Oh, that'll miss.
Unfortunately. Merrick.
All right, he'll shout down to Vic. I think they're trying to get out through the window. And he would
I'm right behind you.
move there. 15 feet. And where's the broken glass or the broken window?
It would be right around over here.
All right, so then he'll start moving in that direction. Looking up, do I see anybody crawling through the window yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. I will drive as I'm, not quite there. I do have the spear kind of almost held up like a jump down, I dare you sort of thing.
All right. Vic, what are you doing?
25 to there. 35. 55. 60. That'd be a double move for him, so that's as far as he can get.
All right. Luca, guys trying to escape.
I'm going to spend another hero point to increase my movement for 10 feet for this fight. Fucking, hold on. Sorry, my thing fucked up. Okay, so 15 to here, 20, and then overrun him to end up here. Try to knock him prone. So overrun. I believe that'll succeed. So he is knocked prone.
So you managed to knock him out of the window? Not out of the
No,
window.
he's just prone right there.
Yeah.
I was tempted to bull rush him out the window for fun, but I did this instead.
All right. Before you go, Kier, something else is going to happen as... Oh, looks like I didn't put a proper door in. I forgot for this one door, it seems.
I've done that a couple times.
Yep.
But that door gets opened. And on the other side, Phil. You guys see a guy in a Corvosan Guard uniform holding a bow. And he's going to aim at Luca there. And fire off a shot.
That'll miss.
He's got point blank shot, so that's an 18.
Still misses because I put points into it and stuff. Because I got that 2 bonus from this being my tarot card reading fight. I put a point in it from using the hero point. And then I also have my buckler in my offhand because I'm using my fist in this fight. So 20 AZ currently.
Okay. Just making sure.
Haven't had a chance to really pull out my halberd, so I've just been fisticuffing people. Makes sense because I'm trying to not kill them.
Yep. Yeah, that's some commotion. So I guess I'm gonna go upstairs. Double
All right.
down, probably to get to the next square up.
Yep.
Stumpy little legs.
The one you knocked down is going to try to stand up, so you'll get an attack of opportunity.
You. Unarmed strike 17, which will have all the modifiers, so no change.
All right. Yep, so 12 damage on him.
You.
But stands up, and he is going to 5-foot step and look out over the edge, down, and now Merrick, you can see him. And I think he's going to try and make an acrobatics to land safely as he tries to jump off. Which will basically just be his dex. No, he falls prone.
Fall
So-
damage?
Indeed. But I want to put him on the map where he's supposed to be really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he'd fall right about here. Anyone know fall damage off the top of their head?
Probably 1d6 for 10 feet.
Yep.
Well, that's the default rules. So I don't know what sort of merciless fall damage you might be having in mind.
It's the don't fall die.
Oof.
After he just took 12 from me, so he's probably looking pretty rough.
Yeah. But he's on the ground there with Man. Barrow. You saw a guy very clumsily fall out the window.
Yep. Can I come over here and kick over this table to use it as cover?
Yeah.
And then take a shot at this guy with my longbow?
Go ahead.
17.
17 is going to miss.
Yeah,
He-
figured.
he's the boss guy of the party, so
Yep, that's why I went for the cover. That's my turn.
All right, Merrick.
All right, we'll go here and here, and then take a swing against a prone guy. Here's
plus
hoping I
4 to
hit.
hit him. Just don't get a 2 again.
Right,
Don't jinx it.
six damage.
All right, and that is going to put him over. Actually, that's going to put him at 0.
So he's staggered.
Staggered, yes.
Merrick will say, "Stay down." Right. And then call out, "I think I got over here, Vic. See if the others need help upstairs."
Oh,
Vic's
Vic is
just out of
fleet-footed
wind.
for a dwarf, but he's a little out of wind now, running around in circles. But he'll come back. All right. Run, jump, 30. Stairs down. 25, or he's got 5 more feet. Yeah, he's a dwarf, but he's got extra 10 foot from the trade domain.
All right.
Can you pop him upstairs 5 feet?
Um,
I'm on the next
Here.
tile up, I think.
move you up 1 so that I can put you guys both on there.
Here comes the short brigade.
All right, Luca.
I'm going to try to overrun this guy to get on the other side of him. 27 against the CMD.
That's pretty good. That will do it. Oh, wait. I looked at the wrong sheet. I was looking at the sheet for his mooks.
I mean, it's still a pretty good roll, so there's a good chance that I'll still overrun him.
Oh, yeah, you still overran him.
So he is prone, and I am here.
Yep, you knock him prone like. He's going to stand back up.
Yep. Let me make the attack. 23 to hit.
23 is going to hit.
There's 7 damage.
He's going to get up. He's going to quick draw his spear and start engaging in melee combat.
As you do. Oh, that'll hit.
Oof.
That's a rough one, too.
Max damage. Oh, God, and he got away on his hot rod.
Guys, there's been a complication down here.
Gear.
Feet. 10 feet. 15. I can see Luca, so I can designate him as a not target for this. No, fail horribly.
Does that go off of Dex, though? Because you can spend a hero point to reroll.
Yeah.
I mean, might be worth it. It's against
Yeah.
touch, so there's good chance of hitting him.
Yeah. 19 touch because whatchamacallit.
Yep, that will hit touch. So he's got to do a reflex save. He fails the reflex save, so he's glued to the floor.
Mm-hmm. So at least this one ain't getting away on a motorcycle.
And he does he take damage from that? Does he take damage? I'm looking for the damage on the.
It showed up at the first one, the 8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I just clicked on the attack button.
Cool.
The second one.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, there's a movement in action.
The one that's left conscious on the ground goes, "I give up."
Good call. If you tried to attack you, probably tear that wound open further and bleed out. So
So I'm going to take them off the turn order. Barrel.
Narrative bonk on the head to make him unconscious.
I drop the longbow, get up my sap again. I can't charge in good conscience over this table cover, but I will vault over it to get within flanking. And he's entangled.
Indeed.
So the spirit's willing. This should hit. Nope.
The spirits are not willing.
Oh, damn these spirits.
Merrick.
all right, not being oblivious to him being glued to the floor, he's going to anticipate a potential escape. So he's just going to take his spear and brace. So if somebody tries to go through the window, they're going to potentially impale themselves.
Gotcha. Vic.
Don't fall out window. Got it.
Yeah.
Vic's going to move over here and back up Barrow and take a swing. I assume flanking.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
it
that's
is.
Probably don't confirm.
Crit confirm.
Okay, and he's going to free action try and demoralize this guy.
All right.
18, so it's his hit die plus his wisdom modifier plus 10. Which,
Okay. 10 plus wisdom modifier. So 15. Yeah, that intimidates.
okay. So he takes, he's shaken, -2 to attack, saves, skills, and abilities.
All right.
We should have this. If he has a character sheet, like normal ones, I think he can actually just tack on shaken to it. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using the NPC character sheets. So I don't think.
Yeah, unfortunately. They need to add that.
I've got the token on there to remember that it's a -2.
Good for Vic.
All right. Then it goes to Luca's turn.
Okay, Dragon Style's on, flanking, and power attack. Gonna try to punch this guy. 19 to hit.
19 is, unless there's some other modifier I'm forgetting, I don't think that is going to hit. Is he
You have
flat-footed?
flanking.
Entangled as well. Lowers his dex.
Yeah.
So if he has any AC from Dex, it'd be lower.
Yes. He
By
does
2.
have by 2, so would be 2 lower. But that unfortunately still, it's not enough.
Damn.
All right, seeing no other way out, he's going to wail on the one he did last time. So it's going to be you, Luca.
Yep. Oof. I'm down.
The tank has tonked.
I mean, base plus 10 to hit. It's not going to be hard to hit most people.
Mm.
Oof. Yep, that's... Unless he has multiple attacks, I believe that's all he can do. Other than move, I guess.
He can't move. If you recall.
Oh, yeah.
Lord.
He is.
Mhm.
Quick, get your distance, start pelting him.
I had that exact same thought.
I mean, he can cut free of it, and with his attack, I'm pretty sure he's going to do it in one round, though.
It's 15 points, but yeah, he probably could.
All right, Kier.
Mm.
You got down.
You're thinking about leaving the building and lighting it on fire, aren't you?
Maybe. I'm trying to decide if I should check another bomb or not. We want him alive, but try to hit him with the one.
Soften him
Get
up
him.
at least.
Yeah.
He
Get
probably
him
still has
down
quite a bit of
before
hit
we worry
points.
about it.
We
Yep,
haven't really
well,
hit him
bloody
much,
do
so.
that.
Frost bomb
He's
with
not bloody.
yeah, frost bomb with Luca and Barrow's miss spots. That'll be a 16 because of point blank shot.
And touch.
Yeah,
That'll hit.
and touch. 7 cold and fort save, or he's staggered for a turn.
7 cold and a fort save.
Yeah,
Was it 7 damage or 8 damage because of point blank, or was that already factored into the damage?
oh, yeah, no, that'd be another +1, so it'd be 8 damage.
All right.
I mean, every little bit counts, right?
He is now bloodied.
Especially since our tank has been dismantled.
My treads need retreading.
Yeah, you guys have done a good wallop on this guy, but he's still up, still fighting.
I'm gonna 5-foot step back and gonna throw a dagger at him. 18?
18 will not.
Even with all of his many penalties?
With all his penalties and 19 with me missed, so.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I just want to make sure.
Just a -2 right now, correct?
-2, and then no flanking anymore, so yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. With the -2, it's not going to hit.
All right.
Merrick.
Do you guys need my help up there?
Yes.
Silence.
I didn't know which window was open.
He would go to move. This is just an extra guy. He's not so worried, and he's already fucked up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, can I use a hero point to increase my movement by 10?
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30. All right, that's first movement. Second movement is not 35. That's me there. All right.
All right. Vic.
All right, Vic's gonna say it's not too late. If you lay down your spear or lay down your weapon, we'll just take you back to the guardhouse. I assume he does not cooperate.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't really say anything to you either. He just gives you a mournful look.
Takes a swing.
Fortunately, not going to do it.
That's for Vic.
Luca is down currently, but he's stable, I believe.
Yeah, I actually stabilized with that 18.
Nice.
Because I'm at -8, but that's just enough to stabilize with that.
Varric is going to quick draw back out his longbow and try and hit this guy who is swinging a flail at him.
Yeah, that tends to make people angry. That'll miss. AC 17.
Here.
Mm-hmm. He's still entangled for a few more turns. Guess I'll throw another frost bomb at him. 19 touch.
For 10 points of damage.
Will indeed. Hurt him bad.
And he has to save again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a 1-turn stagger.
I mean, hey, something.
And he
Looks like
failed
he-
it.
So he's entangled, staggered, and shaken.
Yeah, all these to hit that he's trying to hit people with should be at a -2, I believe.
Well,
Because of shaken.
-2 from shaken and -2 from entangled.
Yes. But
Okay.
the other one.
I mean, he still would have knocked me unconscious regardless because he rolled like
Yeah.
a 26 against me. But
All right, so he's got longbow in hand right now, right?
Yep.
All right, just what I was waiting for. I'm going to try to acrobatics through his space here to get over to the other side of him.
All right. Give me that acrobatic.
This way, even if I fail, he doesn't get an AOO.
Yep.
22? Or sorry, 24.
24 to get through a space. It is. I'm just consulting.
I believe
Five.
it's CMD
he's
plus
staggered.
5.
But he's
Yes.
staggered, so I don't think he can do an AOO.
It's
Well,
not the
that's-
AOO. It's just the
Just to see if he manages to block his way enough.
Gotcha.
He is 9. So plus 5, I don't think. Does it? So you do get past him.
Excellent. It's a little awkward, but I would technically be like over on top of Luca's body to get flanking with Vic.
Oh wait, no, it's combat maneuver defense on the SRD.
Yeah.
CMD to get through.
So that wouldn't actually do it because CMD is
Aw,
much.
dang.
So you just end up right there.
Yeah, but that's why I waited for him to have a bow in hand, because now he wouldn't get an AOO.
Yep.
Well,
Very.
hold on. I still get an attack. That's just one move.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
So, sap. Nope. No, it's Merrick. Because I can't hit donkey shit.
Is that movement speed increased only for the one round?
No, it's for the fight.
Okay. Get there, and I have, what was it, 15? I got 20 more feet of movement. All right. Ten, 15, 20. All right, I can't get to Luca because looks like he's down. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Vic.
Vic will keep swinging. Yep.
Not gonna hit.
I'm just unconscious.
Conscious. Varric is going to see the writing on the wall as even more people start to flood in the room, and he's going to attack the Tanglefoot bag.
I think that's not quite enough to break free.
It's 15.
He's 1 point off.
He got max damage too.
That's great.
All right.
He also has to use a slashing weapon.
Oh, in that case, he couldn't have even done that. So,
I mean, if he's still trying to break free, I think he can make a strength check or something. Escape artist?
Strength or escape artist, yeah.
Strength check of 17 or...
he doesn't have escape artist, but we'll do a strength check. Nope, not quite.
No. Just a little shy.
All right, so now it's your turn, Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
Your bombs thus far seem to have been very effective.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Kier's pretty much the MVP of this fight. I was only able to get
Yeah.
one punch on him.
Kier's basically the only guy that can hit this dude now.
His AC is a little overtuned, but
Touch
such
it.
AC don't matter.
I'm gonna start power attacking because I either get a natural 20 or I won't.
Mm. Yeah, I got 3 more for the day, so bombs away.
Burn him alive.
9 more damage, seems.
Oh,
Let's see. Puts him down. And having done that 9 more damage, he will say, okay, you win. I surrender. And he will put his hands up. So
I hit him in the head with a sap.
Conk.
I would like to consider this a surprise attack.
back if you want to, Gombo.
Come on, please. I need this redemption. Thank you.
Makes it without any assistance.
And then my greater hidden strike. There.
Yep, and he's unconscious.
Cure or Merrick's on. I think Merrick's next, so he'll immediately rush to Luca and give him a cure light wounds.
I need to take a quick bio. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I
on the
got
roll,
that
you
too.
might need to do multiple.
It's gonna do the same thing.
4 from Merrick.
Alright, 0 and unconscious.
Then 8.
Yeah, I'm awake. Which is good because I have manacles that I have that we can restrain this guy.
Even better. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take a bow too.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna go
cure
refresh
you
water.
one more time. For 1.
For 1. Well, has to be +1 of that. So +1 per caster level. So
Yeah, why isn't it doing that?
yeah, the 8 would have been 1 more higher. So technically 3. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm back. Anyone else here still?
All right, I'm back.
Yo.
I'm back.
Howdy, howdy.
I started playing Breath of the Wild Gombo.
Yeah. How's it treating you?
It's fun. I still have my opinions of it, and they haven't really changed. But like, I never hated a game for those opinions. It's just, I think it was like the best I can describe it. It would make an 8 out of 10 game a 10 out of 10 game for me if they didn't have those features.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell the weapon durability is gonna frustrate me more in Tears of the Kingdom.
I heard it got better in Tears of the Kingdom than it did in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, you can repair your weapon.
I finally found these 2 awesome weapon combos, and then you use it for two fights, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm commonly finding more good weapons than I have slots for because they're not breaking that often for me.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about the new one. And the farther you get into Breath of the Wild, I've noticed the longer they take to break.
Yep.
But it still gets frustrating sometimes. You know, it is frustrating finding those fucking seeds.
Just pick up every rock and you'll have enough. Well, a couple hours in, you figure out how they hide the seeds, and then
I've noticed mostly it's either rocks under leaves, or in flower rings, or sparkly bits on top of things.
Look for a pointy bit on top of a mountain, or a roof, or an auspicious hill.
And chances are there's sparkly bits there.
Or a rock, and then you'll just pick it up and you'll get it. Once you realize that's what it is, you can just do it on your free time as you're traveling.
Yeah.
You know, fast travel is little as possible.
I made the mistake when I was trying to open up the map for this one area, because I had to look up where the guy went after I bought the first couple upgrades. I'm like, I don't know where to find this guy, and he said he's going to this place.
Spoiled the fun.
I just literally Googled where do I find this guy for the second time, and then it showed up. But yeah, I spoiled a little bit of fun. But anyway, I was trying to unlock the map area for that, and I'm like, okay, I can see in the distance where this tower is, but then I realized there's a bunch of those weird robot spider creatures around.
Yep, the Guardians.
So I spent my entire time avoiding them to get to this tower and climb up it, and they kept trying to shoot me while I was climbing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally unlocked the map for it. I'm like, I'm teleporting away from here now. Because I'm not supposed to be here.
The Korok with the maracas who upgrades your inventory, they have him tell you that you can find him in the Korok forest, but he doesn't actually fucking tell you where the Korok forest is.
Because that's part of the fun. You explore the game. You figure it out for yourself. Because, like, I remember when I first found the Korok forest, it had no player in-game direction whatsoever. So it's like an entire story I tell people now about my adventure to find this place and uncover where the Master Sword was.
And granted, I don't know where it is yet either, and I'm not going to look out for that, but I'm like, okay, I do need to, because I was getting tired of having such limited inventory space. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to look this up. And now he's actually, I think after the second time, he actually does go to the forest, which is, I'm not going to look up where that shit is, because I'm like, okay, I have a comfortable level of space now.
All I'll say is that if you get to a high spot, you look around the vista and you figure it out pretty quickly.
Hey Loki, how long does Blessing last? Isn't it hours?
1 hour.
His lasts for 1 hour, I think, because it's a different one than normal bless. Because normal bless is like a minute per level.
Yeah, this is 1 hour per level.
Great. This is just the only campaign I've ever played where it applies, right? Because you're a guard and we're in one city the whole time.
Yeah,
so.
It basically applies to the caster's home city. So Seems very handy for here.
It's definitely handy for this kind of campaign where you are in an area for quite a bit of the time.
Yep. Is everyone back?
I believe so. Also, if anyone has some extra spare healing they want to administer to me, I am still pretty low, more than what I'll recover after a night's rest.
Yeah, I'll hit you with my last one. Come on, big money.
Up here in the slaughterhouse office.
There you go.
You see a large desk that stands in the eastern part of this office. It's been transformed into a makeshift bed. Chamber pot sits under it. There's chairs. This is clearly just where he's been staying for the last couple of days. And there's several papers on the desk surface, and one of the papers is pinned down by an exquisite silver dagger.
Someone can examine that. I will say I am going to strip all of these people of their armor and weapons, so that way when we tie them up, we're probably going to just have to wake them up to escort them instead of carrying them. But I want to make sure they're disarmed, disarmored, and then this guy's going to have manacles, and I'm going to tie everyone else up by like the hands and like knees so they can only shuffle walk.
Merrick is going to go to this window and peek his head out, see if the guy's still down there, if he's hobbling away.
He would have started hobbling away, but he wouldn't be more than 30 feet away, so...
Like, hey, stop it.
Yep. Merrick will chase him down.
Yeah, easy enough.
I'll look at the note under the dagger.
Cope, are you trying to talk? Because I thought I heard something.
Yeah, my computer burped right when I was going to, and I think Gombo was saying the same thing. Vic would start investigating and looking around at the paperwork, trying to figure out what was actually going on here. Hand the dagger to Barrow.
You might want to do an appraise on that dagger first. You're probably better at it than me.
Take a look at it.
It is an exquisite silver dagger.
You're investigating the papers there or the dagger?
I think I'm looking at the papers. He's doing the dagger first.
Sure.
All right.
Terrible.
Yeah, the dagger just appears to be a normal silver dagger, so might be useful against some monsters, but other than that, it seems pretty mundane. Once you investigate the papers actually seem to be love letters. One side you can definitely tell is Varric because he's signing off his name, but then the other side of the love letters is usually signing off their name with the single initial M.
Oh God, he's writing love letters to his mother.
You said M as in mother?
Yeah, M.
Anyone have thoughts on him other than Sabina Marin, the Queen's Guard and handmaid?
I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, once we tie these up, we're probably going to have to wait till they wake up to escort them so we can ask them questions.
I'm just curious. There's low chance of me succeeding. Damn my throat. But can I do like a linguistics check to see if there might be an encoded message, even if I don't know what it is?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You don't detect any signs of a coded message.
Got it. I'll bring these to the group.
Vic would go through all the other stuff, see if he finds anything else of value or importance.
Then we'd probably find out what all these people have on them too, since I'm stripping them of their possessions. So if we want to go ahead and do that as well. and then we'll probably search the place to make sure there's nothing else left over that they are hiding from us.
Yeah, there were a couple of doors downstairs we never went into.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want me to move you back downstairs?
Other than those papers, there's nothing in any of the desks in here or in the other room.
No. It appears
Okay.
just been for the past couple of days, probably since the riot started.
Anyone want to dig through the chamber pot? Okay. Yeah,
Not
other than
today.
I'd manacle him after I took off his armor and stuff that in a bag, and just carry him over my shoulder downstairs with the rest of the people we captured.
All right. I will just move the rest of you downstairs.
I will say we were a remarkable team that we actually managed to non-lethally disengage or disable every one of these enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is pretty remarkable.
No one pulled out a sword or nothing. A couple daggers, but those don't count.
All right. I
They're
will
like
just-
fancy little tickles.
I mean,
Yeah.
Kurd did burn people alive with, alchemical weapons.
He froze them a little bit.
well, the rest of the place is yours to explore.
There were a couple rooms down
In
here.
here, it looks like it's a meat storage of some kind.
Mm-hmm. So, in that area, Luca just walked into. Let me just. Yep, you just entered the meat locker. The air is stale, stinks of dead meat. Straws on the floor to catch the drippings from the meat being hung on the hooks. The hooks are affixed to the wall on metal rods, and to the north is a low blood-stained table and 2 barrels of salt. Yeah, and other than that, you can see the cuts of meat that they have butchered hanging up on those hooks.
No
Vic
human
yells-
meat. They just look like normal animal meat.
Vic
You can
yells
do-
to check inside the salt.
Are you wanting to check to see if you can identify what the meat is?
Yeah.
Give me a heal or a knowledge nature.
Lazio, I do not know anything about the meat, but yeah, as he suggests, I will also open the barrels of salt and just kind of dig around in there, see if I find anything.
It's salty.
Salt.
The meats, at least to you, appear to be mostly just pork and beef.
He is suspicious about what's going on with the meat.
Yeah, the something doesn't sit right with me that if they're complaining that the facilities to bring food into the city is having problems. How are they getting this meat that they're distributing? Something doesn't seem right with me.
Heal or nature.
Yep.
See what I get. 17.
Vic, having heard you say that, would shout, "The first guy we were talking to was lying about something. I couldn't figure it out, though."
Yep, still just mostly looks like beef and pork to you, Kier.
Keep a lookout, and probably just search through the place. I'll just give a general perception to see if I spot anything untowards, but I'm not checking anything in particular at this moment. After that, just wander around.
I'll ask the group, which one was the one that you're talking to up front? Out of character, I know this.
The old man. Yeah, I'd point to him. Him.
All right.
I thought he was Varric at first.
I'm gonna lift him up. I know he's tied up by his ropes, and I'm gonna weave the ropes through one of the meat hooks that's on the chain going around. And I'm just gonna push him so he's over this pot of boiling water. We're gonna get some answers out of him when he comes to.
Eric's gonna move on from that. Check further in.
Didn't say we do it. It just said that we threaten it.
All right. You enter the. Where is it?
The pigsty.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep, just foul-smelling animal pins. Each pin has a wooden gate and a fence. Inside each is a long water trough and heaps of filthy hay.
With my veterinary knowledge, will I get the impression, and figure out what type of animals they may have been housing in here?
Yeah, give me a nature.
Can I do a heal instead?
Sure.
Or
I feel like that'd be a survival or a nature, to be fair.
I could do survival. I could do survival.
Yeah, give me survival.
Not
Can
with
you
a
do
2 though.
survival?
I can with the +8, but not with the 2 added onto it.
I feel that.
There are what look like hoof prints in the ground, so something with hooves.
Okay. All right. Then he'll turn his attention to this door.
Give me a perception check as you're walking through the pins here.
All right. I got 15.
All right. Continue on.
I will look back at the others. Good to check out the store.
Yeah, I'll come with. Okay.
Yeah, and Vic would also glance in the pins and do a quick perception as they're going through.
Give me a perception if you're gonna look around closer. The ground around this trough seems to have been disturbed.
Vic will pull up his pants legs a little bit and head in.
Yeah, if you tell Luca, he'll help you. He's the physical monkey of the party.
He'd look back and say, something's amiss. This trough. Point to the scrapings in the floor and step back, assuming Luca's going to move it for him.
Yeah, I basically just move the trough for you, and then you can feel free to dig around.
All right. Digging around in the ground there, you find just a couple inches beneath the surface, your hand hits something hard.
All right, he's going to start to excavate. Pull out his kunai, which is like a, I don't know how to describe it, like a pitton, and use that to scrape around in the dirt.
All right.
I'd probably just use my crowbar that I have to kind of help you start digging.
Mm-hmm.
You're eventually able to see that it is a chest that has been buried underneath that trough.
Well,
Cue Zelda music as we begin to open it up.
All right. Inside, you find 450 gold pieces, 740 silver pieces, as well as 800 gold pieces worth of assorted jewelry and gemstones.
Oh, boy.
Can you copy and paste that for us so we can log it? Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like he's just doing this out of the kindness of his heart, does it?
Mm-mm. More thieves.
All right. Merrick, entering that larger pin area, you're able to see it's much the same as the one you were in before, probably for larger animals.
Okay. Can I get an idea of if critters have been in here recently? And again, if I figure out what type, if they're different from the other.
Give me a survival or a knowledge nature.
All right, 27.
There's been animals in here relatively recently.
Okay, so at least that part seems legit-ish.
Vic's
Running
gonna
a
go
rat.
check this other pin too.
Maybe they were running a racket, charging people absorbent prices for food.
Your question earlier was a good one. How are they getting cows in if no one else is able to distribute goods?
Is there anything down in this? Is this just a blood drain trough?
It is. It appears that the grate can be moved if it needs to be, but it appears to be for draining miscellaneous refuse.
Is there anything in there currently?
It's kind of hard to tell without opening it up and going inside.
All right. Merrick will go ahead and make an effort to open it.
All right. Then I'm just trying to find the roll to open it up.
Roll initiative. Here we go. Or zombies come out. Zombie cow.
Yeah, so it appears that it's locked. So you can slide it open, but there's a lock stopping you from doing so.
Hey, Barrow, do you you did give me your name, right?
No.
Yep. Okay. Do you mind coming here and see if you get this unlocked? Is that something your specialty in?
Hey, Luca, could you come here for a moment? Can I borrow that crowbar? If he gives it to me, I just take the crowbar, wedge it underneath the lock, and then stomp on the bar. So I know what roll you want me to do to pop it open, but
Either a disabled device or a strength.
I think the crowbar adds to a strength bonus.
I got a higher disabled device. Damn it, I could not roll well.
Oh, it is a dexterity-based roll.
Yeah, sure. What the hell? Do it again. 14. Give or take if the crowbar does anything.
Michael?
Sorry, I was muted. I was also saying that I rolled that strength to try to help him bust it open. As in, like, attempt to aid.
Mm-hmm.
I think did we lose Michael?
No, he just hasn't said anything.
Okay, yeah, so crowbar does add a +2 to strength checks.
Yep. I think we're just waiting on Michael now. His headset might have died or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened a couple times, so.
I feel like everyone else grunted, so I feel like I should grunt.
Yeah, good session, everybody.
Unrelated, but we missed a chance of having this weapon in the dwarf game when we were in the ocean area. It's called the Shipwrecker.
Nice.
If the target is, I like the description of what the guy made the weapon. If the target is a vehicle, its maximum speed is reduced by a 15% or 15 feet each time it is hit by this weapon, and the penalty remains for 1 minute. And it has a feature called Drop Anchor. When a creature or effect would move you against your will while using this weapon, you can use a reaction to immediately drop the weapon, and when you do, a magical chain tethers you to the weapon, so you cannot be moved.
like the idea of the guy walking around the harbor and just tap 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 on each boat, each competing shrimp boat. Just tap tap tap. They won't be going anywhere. Tap tap tap. All the shrimp will be mine.
Lieutenant Dan.
Bowl shrimp, fried shrimp.
Shrimp and grits. Hello.
I take.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome
Tell you
back.
what, Corey,
Yes.
So we were just using disable and strength to try to bust open this hatch.
If you guys want to assist each other, it might give you.
Well, he did get a 21 on the strength roll.
You got
Because
a 21?
crowbar gives a +2, so.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to pop it open, and it appears to go down deep enough that you can step in and search around.
All right. Merrick will do so.
All right. Merrick steps down, and as you enter, it appears that this tunnel actually leads down into the sewers beneath Corvosa, where it actually seems remarkably clear, considering all the refuse that must be getting poured down this thing.
I mean, don't we know as a party, as people of the town, don't they have things in the sewer that eats debris?
Yeah.
Can I do a survival check to see if it looks like other people have been traversing through these tunnel systems?
Give me a perception check.
22.
22. It's hard to tell if people have been in and out because it appears that stuff has been routinely cleaned away. But you see something glimmering beneath a pile of refuse on the ground there.
Oh, check it out.
All right, you reach down and you pick it up, and it looks like a ring until you realize it's attached to a severed human finger.
Hmm.
And
Just
it's
the finger?
that I need you to roll me an initiative because you're going to get snapped at by a creature hidden in the muck.
Oh boy.
I have a feeling we're going to have to come running.
people just lose jewelry all over this city.
You might need to clear the tornado so we can redo it.
Oh shit, not alone.
One of us probably should have went with them.
We really don't have alligators in the sewers, do they?
I mean, they got to go somewhere.
No, but they do have wreath claws.
Oh yeah, the giant lobster creatures. I bet if I take this to that bar, they'll make me some free reef claw fritters.
So it's going to get a surprise attack on you. 2 claws. 1, 2.
Are those against
Flat-footed.
flat-footed? Both miss. My flat-footed is 17.
Nice.
All right, and a spat one crawls out. It seems to signal to some other creatures scuttering below the muck.
All right. Is there? How do I get up? How do I get out? Was there a ladder that I would descend it down, or do I have to drop down?
You had to drop down, so someone's probably going to have to help get back up.
I need a rope.
Luckily, a couple of us are near this cage, so.
Let's see.
All right, there.
I lie down prone and extend my hand down so I have maximum reach.
Somebody bring some of the slabs of beef or whatever. Distract him.
Just grab my hand.
Yep, he's going for it. All right, Merrick will jump up and try to catch his hand.
All right. Give me a quick acrobatics. It's going to be real easy.
Not with -4.
Indeed, not with a -4.
Reroll.
Yeah, it's dex based, so here's hoping. Nope.
No, oh, that's bad.
Somehow it already ate you.
Quite not able to reach.
Yeah.
Why do we send the guy who can't jump down there?
Speaking of people who can't jump, Vic.
Oh, that was racist.
Just because you're white.
Seriously. All right, so we're doing like getting to right here to try and reach down and grab him.
Either reach down, or if somebody's near the meat that was hanging, that might help buy me some time. They may want readier food rather than something I have to fight for.
All right, Vic's gonna throw down a chunk of meat from one of the hooks. Try and hit a lobster with it.
There's no meat hanging up in the room.
Yeah, you have to go to the meat locker. All the way over there.
Still got. Okay, I'm going to get meat. This seems ridiculous.
Just call me Arby's because I have the meats.
As part of my, I would have taken a 5-foot step there if I would have failed to reach and just try to back myself put my back against the wall.
Uh-huh. All right. Kier.
So is the whole grate open or just like one part of it?
We'll say the whole grate's open.
Okay. Second question: do I have an angle on one of these things down there?
Oh, yeah, you can see right down in.
All right. Well, trying to not hit Merrick, that I will apparently miss. We still basically have all we decided we were regaining one thing, right? One session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
As long as you don't burn them.
That is a 2, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and. Yeah, that'll hit. At least I hope it'll hit. 23. That's
Tanglefoot, the one.
That's the one that entangles them and makes it so they can't move.
Mhm.
They fail a dex or reflex.
if they're swimming, I doubt they'll get stuck to the floor either way, but still
Sure.
entangle them.
All right. Luca.
So I imagine since we established that we tied these guys up, my rope is indisposed.
Yes.
But I will basically get near the edge and lean down how Barrow is, but like extend my halberd for some extra reach so that he could. Like I'm since I have gauntleted gloves, I'm gonna hold on to the bladed side and lean down and so he can grab the handle and help get pulled up.
Would that effectively be the 8 action?
I think it would be like the 8 action. I'd argue that it's going to be an easier DC because it's less. It's easier to reach that than my hand.
The DC was 10 to get it the first time. So.
Yeah.
I'd argue the DC could be lower because it's hard. It's easier to reach, but I can also settle for an aid to give him like a +2 or something.
Yeah. So the reef claws are going to begin closing in on Merrick. You are going to get 6 claws on.
Did they get tangled?
No,
One of
they're in water.
Oh.
the
They're in
of
one,
them-
but there's still a lot.
Yeah. So 1, 2,
Oh no.
4,
5,
6.
Fortunately, it looks like the crit was the only one that hit. Yep.
But potential grab and poison.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it will get its grab on you.
Hopefully this rolls low for the grab.
Damn, I burned my domain
excited.
spell slot to heal.
Don't get too excited when you see this roll because it's way higher because it's grappling.
Mm,
It's grappling. Good.
yeah, that's.
Fuck. Well,
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna be jumping down there.
And then you need to make a fortitude save.
Oh, 20.
All right. Yeah, you save. So no worries. Barrow, you hear horrible snapping noises.
Can I see the things from up here?
Yes, they're fully visible now.
All right, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna use the last couple arrows from that longbow I have, and I'm gonna shoot straight down at one.
All right. Are you hitting one that it looks already injured, or are you trying to hit another one?
One that's already injured.
Okay.
I'll probably miss.
Indeed.
Turn.
Merrick, you are grappled
Mhm.
by
Mhm. So that means I can't reach for the help that was offered. I will burn the hero point to increase my AC and go full defense.
All right.
I don't think it burns it to increase your
Well,
defense.
yeah, not burn it, but tap it to increase my AC. It's AC by 1, right?
Yeah, per point you spend, and you can spend up to
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, that was my last one. So
Still
20.
total defense, and that should help you
Yeah.
not get hit.
As long as they don't.
Vic,
They need a crit, but they've been getting crits.
things have gone horrible. Merrick doesn't look like he's going to be able to get out.
All right, we're going in.
Yep.
Yep, big 5, 10, 15. Jumps down. I don't know if you want to.
Jumping in on that side, you'll probably land.
I mean, I'll land. It's just a question of whether I'll get my feet.
I just mean you'll land right there.
All right. And he'll take a swing at one of these suckers. He had 10 more movements, so he's going to move to right here so that other people won't fall on his head. Oh, now he swings good.
I mean, now is the time.
23.
Merrick is quite wounded.
And you hit this one, and a giant spider web crack appears across its carapace. And you reckon, even if you don't kill this thing, it'll probably die after.
Gotcha.
After. Kier.
Guess I'll throw the last bomb for the day at. Well, not the one he hit, because it sounds like it's already a lobster bake to begin with.
All right. Targeting the next one over, then you'll hit him for 6 cold, right?
Unless it's within 30, and then it's 7. So
And then that you're protecting Merrick from the splash, right?
yeah, Merrick can assumedly add
Yeah, I
Vic
think
if he's close
Vic's-
enough.
No,
Okay.
it's just Merrick. You'd be able to get
Yeah, I can't see from where I'm
yeah.
at.
You'd be able to get one and splash to the other.
Yeah. That's all I'm seeing. So reflex for the one for the splash.
And the other one needs a fortitude to see if they're staggered.
-4. And the other one rolls fortitude.
Could the one that had been targeted been the one that's grappling Merrick? Since we didn't really specify either.
Yeah, I might out of vein for that one if I forgot you were grappled.
Yeah, we'll just say that one.
The grappled one is staggered, which helps.
Luca. There's a
Okay,
lot
I'm
going.
jumping down to help. So go ahead and move me.
All right. You know, you got some lobsters here and some boiling water. I'm just saying.
This is true, and mystery meat.
Which one's grappling, Merrick?
I think we're saying this one right here, right?
That one? Okay. Then I'm going to just flank it with Merrick to try to get it out of the way. So take that off because I'm using my halberd. $13, pretty low.
13 is not going to hit with the halberd.
Unfortunate.
Did you get a +2 for flanking?
It's already on there.
Okay.
I mean, it does take the grapple penalties as well. So does that affect it?
Grapple penalties. No, it's still not going to be enough.
Okay. I just know their AC goes down by like 2 if they're grappling.
All right. These two, seeing that one is claimed Merrick as its food and more food is available, are going to.
Is that one stuck in? Was that the one that was hit with the dangle?
Not stuck in place because it's swimming through the muck.
Oh, okay.
Would Vic get an AOO since it moved?
Yeah, I think they only did 5-foot movements.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
they only did 5-foot movements.
I haven't done Reach and Pathfinder in forever.
2 claws on each of you. First 2 against Luca.
First one will hit. Second one will miss, even if I'm grappled and lose the AC.
All right. So then it will do. That is a
22.
22.
That'll grapple me. And fortitude save 14. +2 versus sleep, paralyzed, stun.
15 will save against the poison. So you're only grappled with that one.
Yep.
So I will put the tokens there on you.
Man, these reef claws sound remarkable like a dog.
Yeah. They really found their voice here in the last couple minutes of the game.
That was a miss.
And 2 on Vic.
Oh, 2 different ones.
Well, the other ones I think were at Merrick.
Gotcha. Yeah, both of those hit Vic. Oh no.
Oh no.
At least you're dwarven, so poison's not as much of a concern.
That grappled.
All right, so everyone who jumped down is now grappled.
What kind of poison do we have?
Do a fortitude. Find out.
So,
Do dwarves in this system have bonuses against poison?
he does. He gets +2.
And you say. So all grappled, none fall victim to poison. Barrow, everyone who went down to the lobster boil is now being boiled by lobsters.
I'm gonna fire my last arrow at one.
All right. That's good.
I mean, as we're being grappled, Lucas just yelling at Merrick. You know, it might be racist, but I thought since you were an elf, you were going to be a little more agile and be able to get away from these things.
Did that
I'm only
hit?
half elf and
cut
I'm in
out.
breastplate,
Fair.
but fair point.
As we're just fighting for our lives.
Yep.
Did that hit?
I'm trying to think about bonuses. They should have a -2, right, from the grapple?
Yeah, -2 to their AC because they're grappling.
It just barely doesn't hit
Well, dang.
on that while they're grappling.
Come on down, Barrow.
I'm gonna wait till next round when I can actually attack rather than just jumping down and get mauled.
All right.
Come on down, Barrow.
You're happy to see at least your allies are sharing the pain.
Shit.
Ah,
Are two of these unhurt?
No, they've all taken damage.
Okay, they've all taken damage. All right. Yeah, I'll just try.
This one looks like it's on death's door. This one looks a little bit more hurt than this one.
Do I need to do a grapple check before I can see if I can attack or not?
I think you can just attack in a grapple, right?
You can use a light or one-handed
I
weapon.
have a dagger
Yeah, you can use that.
for what it's gonna do. And it's a minus how much to attack?
You should have a grapple button you can push on the buff.
Oh, right.
It'll do all that for you.
Right. There we go.
And I think that even if we're grappled, we're still considered flanking if you're attacking the one that's grappling you.
Okay, so this will be a +2 to this attack. Yep, that's what I thought.
Unfortunately, not going to work. Vic.
All right, Vic can't use his two-handed flail, so he's going to pull out his sap and try and finish this cracked-headed one.
Just barely with everything. Like combo, you don't hit.
Mm-hmm.
They're being snipped and snapped at.
Yeah, I'm out of ranged options until I get a bow that is sized for me. I'm not jumping down there.
moments like this, I wonder why he jumped down there. In the
Hey, I
first
tried to
place.
requisition you guys some weaponry.
I mean, when in doubt, there's still a big hammer over there.
Kier's going to just slide the grate back over the top. Nothing
Might
to
as
see
well.
here.
No, his roommate's here. He can't leave him behind. They're the one that pays rent.
I got 3 weeks to figure something out.
20 feet. Is there any rope out here? Or
I mean, there's probably a lot of chains and stuff that the hooks are attached to, but
Let's. I don't think there's anything written that there's ropes, but I can imagine miscellaneous supplies being laid around. Roll me just a 1d10.
I imagine there's probably a bunch of meat hooks on chains. You could interlink them.
Yeah, you can find some rope or some chain in this room.
okay, so I'm gonna do that for that round.
So hard to climb with these things clinging onto us.
Kerr's up there looting.
Well, if
Okay.
it's long enough, I can loop it over one of these poles in here that presumably the meat drips into the grate from.
I'm going to focus more on the one that has Merrick. So let me see. Oops, wrong button. Hold on.
You're feeling a little silly after how many of those reef claws.
Right. I feel like it's karmic justice, but I refuse to listen to this justice. Woof. Cannot hit to save my life tonight, though. Like, we were doing
any of
good
our
until we
lives.
fought reef claws.
Yep. Well, 18 AC is pretty high at this level,
Yeah.
especially
I
while
will
grappled.
say, Michael, I think you overtuned the ACs when you created these guys a little higher than they should be. Like in general with the combat, but let's go. I'm fine with it. Let's go. Fucking bite me, bitch.
This is our game to flail away at.
All right. Just kind of. All right. It is going to constrict.
Nope.
Each one
Yeah, they're all just
squeezes
Monster
it tighter.
snake.
so there. 1d4 plus 2.
I do think they have to roll to maintain the grapple at the start of their turn, though. I think we forgot to do that last time, but
Oh, yeah.
just in case they get a natural one, lose the grapple.
Because they basically get a +5 to it since they're in control of it.
Yeah. Basically, Menace is a natural one, I think.
Oh,
The
who's
six,
that second one against?
6+, I think they have like a +10 to that, don't they?
No, it's our. Oh, is it?
He said they have bonuses to grapple, and that's just their normal combat maneuver.
Gotcha.
So
Right.
that's a 16 for whoever, for Merrick, it looks like.
Is that with the +5 for maintaining the grapple?
No.
So,
So 21.
yeah, that will maintain
Maintain.
grapple.
Okay. I figured I'd try to save us.
No, it's a 16 total. It's
Yeah, but then
plus-
they get a +5 to maintain if they've already had the grapple on.
yeah, so they'll each just do their constrict damage. They have that written out, yeah. First one on Luca, on Eric, third one on Vic.
We better land some blows this time around, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be real embarrassing if we fought up top and then we lose the reef claws.
Mm-hmm. Take out half the party.
Super crawdads.
Barrow.
I'm gonna go grab this hammer.
All right. It is a large hammer used for putting down cattle, so we can just call that a war hammer.
All right. Add that to my sheet real quick. Then I'll use the last 10 feet of my movement to move back to the hole.
All right. Merrick.
Jumping down there. I'm gonna hit something better than a dagger.
Yeah. Take an attack with the dagger. Here's hoping.
Oh,
Let's
Luca,
see
you
if the
figured out
phone-
where they got their meat from.
Oh, he already knew what these things were.
Yeah.
Man, we're whiffing hard tonight, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
I'll make sure to rush through the game prep for the Starfinder game because it's coming in quick, apparently.
Yeah. Here we go. Grappled sap attack. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest y'all let them eat us and then just come down for looting.
Yeah. Well, I'm try and throw the end of the rope over this pole, assuming it actually exists.
All right.
And let's see. I'll just do a generic ranged attack. All right. And if I've got enough time left, I'll tie it off and kick the bottom of it into the hole.
All right. The safety line has just been dropped in the hole.
One of you kill the thing.
Trying. I'm just gonna turn power attack off because I need every chance I can to hit these things. And I'm gonna attack the one that's grappling Merrick. 15. I have flanking on here already, I think, yeah. Yep. That's a miss.
With the grappling. Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, it was a miss before, so.
Hang on, boys.
2 of you might be going down if they roll high.
There's a good chance.
Yep.
All right. Rounds of constrict, same order, top to bottom.
I would say roll just 3 flat d20s to see if we lose the grapple, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You can just roll flat ones because if they're not a natural one, they're going to maintain. Unless it's
This ring better be fucking special.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
they lose it against Vic.
Vic, you're free.
Nice. I'm free.
You're no
Go.
longer grappled.
Now they can bite me.
Well, I mean, it does take their action to maintain, so that one does lose its action.
Yep.
So you're at least alive still.
Oh, I'm grabbing that rope and getting the hell out of here,
Yeah,
boys.
go.
Yeah.
Because we'll find out if Merrick's even still up.
Congratulations, you've escaped Grapple Land. All right, so 2 constricts.
Ooh, I'm at 2 hit points.
I'm at 6, so.
That's life.
All right. So then it is Barrow approaching with the Warhammer.
Into the hole I go. I don't know what the situation is down there, so
Yeah.
you'll have to move me over before I say where I land.
Yep.
Probably should have just left us for dead, dude.
I
The
really feel
character.
like we're just there.
If we could just actually hit the damn things, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, I hit it one time and Michael said it cracked.
Which one does the one look hurt the most? Is it this one or this one?
The one facing Vic.
Oh, the one facing Vic? Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go for the one grappling Merrick.
All right. Give it a heft.
Would you say this is flanking?
Oh, yeah.
All right. A +2 to this.
Hey, someone hit.
All right.
All right. So that is 10 plus an additional. So that's 12. And if it's still alive at the start of its next turn, I get to hit it again.
10 plus 12?
10
Sorry,
plus
10
2.
plus 2, so it's 12.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yep.
Yep, you see a crack down its shell, much similar to the way Vix did when he bludgeoned it.
Mhm.
All right. So, if I could use my move action to toss the finger with the ring on it up above, so that way if I go down, they at least still have that.
At least it's not completely wasted. Just a couple
Right.
bodies.
And then, not really much else I could. I could attempt a strength check, but it's still basically a +0. So,
I can see your best chance is just to stab this thing and hope
Yep.
it dies.
well, stab it.
Bring it home.
Natural 20's got to happen sometime, right?
19 for
Nice.
2 points of
Got it.
damage.
Do you not
Oh,
have any
yeah.
strength bonus?
No.
Oh, wow.
You wedge the dagger right between one of those cracks that was just formed. And while this thing isn't down yet, it's about to drop.
So am I. So,
Seeing Barrow come in valiantly, Vic is going to hope that one last swing will do it, and he is going to. Now that he's ungrappled, can he switch back to his flail?
Yeah.
And bring it down on this mofo. Damn it!
You know what's funny? We played
can't
Dungeon
burn a
Crawl
hero
Classic.
point to re-roll it.
The funny part is
Uh,
we played Dungeon
and
Crawl
hopefully
Classic
we're
last week. It's
Yeah,
something you
I'll-
had a +0 to hit, and you were hitting more often.
I know.
So wait, how do I reroll?
You burn
If you
one of
burn
your
a
hero
hero
points.
point, or
I'll burn
yeah.
a hero. We each have 3, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll burn one.
You can burn
Life
them
or
for
death.
Reroll. Oh, wow. Wait, why is
Wait.
it 5 both times, but one's a natural 1?
Because I took grappled off, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
either
Wow.
way.
What a world.
Mm-hmm.
Kids just watch us.
Guess I'll pocket the finger ring.
He's looking down like, I got the rope's hanging.
Yeah. I should have stopped and bought myself a bow before we
Hey,
left.
I tried to requisition you guys one, remember?
Yeah.
There's also a bunch of guys passed out who had bows, but
they're all
Yeah,
medium.
but I'm small.
they are all medium sized. That's true.
Well, can you still use it, but at a -2 penalty for the size category?
I think it's -2 if it's missized.
Yeah. I think it's a
Better
-2
than
for each
nothing.
size category.
Here,
Yeah.
goddammit, start throwing
That's-
something at them.
Desperate times.
Better than sitting there with your dick in your hands.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a rope.
Yeah, so that'd be an 18.
18 would hit.
It's what, 1d8 for.
Fucking Kier has been the man the whole time.
Which one are you hitting? The one that's next to Vic or Merrick?
Desk.
He can't see.
Yeah, whichever looks more
Just do the one
damage.
next to
Yeah.
Vic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
At least Vic will live.
Yeah.
All right, Vic. You see an arrow slide into this thing's head as it goes limp, and you look up and see your
Probably looks a little bit comedic with the oversized
Oh, yeah.
longbow.
Mhm.
Like standing on the bottom of it to pull.
still grappled.
Yep. I'm gonna just punch at the one that's holding Merrick because he looks a lot hurt worse than I am.
I was about to get a free attack on that one, so whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, I have seen you fight, so.
You get the attack out of the way, though, don't you?
Yeah, I'll go for the one that's holding me, I guess.
You don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
Yep.
Matter because we're doofuses.
Yep. And then I guess 2 flat d20 to see if we miraculously
Wait,
break free of the
hold on.
grapple last
Let me
turn.
see if I kill this one first.
Oh yeah.
Plus 2 to this.
Oh, Jesus.
Pharaoh, you got our sewer disease.
Roll.
Well, all right. They can carry on.
Okay.
Nope, they're definitely holding on that grapple.
Got the natural ones in the wrong order.
Yep.
All right.
Constricting.
Strix, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I
Merrick is just
might stay up, but I think Merrick is going to go down.
the first
Good
one.
chance.
It's on
I'm
Lucas.
up.
second one is
One.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
Mhm.
8 of 3.
You're not down. He's still holding you in his claw.
That's fair.
Barrow.
Damn it.
hmm
Is that counting flanking and everything?
I mean, even if it wasn't, it's still only going to be a 13.
Yeah. Merrick is down. Go ahead and roll the con.
So you're
Okay.
what? We got DC 12 for con since you're at -2, right?
I think I'm at -3.
Okay, so you
Right.
saved. You're
I saved.
stable right now.
Woo. So I'm not bleeding out, but could still constrict me.
All right, Vic just got saved.
It's been saved. If 3 of us are,
I think he's
around.
considered flanking at this point.
yeah.
I hope
Michael,
so.
you do that, right?
Well, I think
Yeah.
you could probably move here if you want
You're
to.
fine.
There's no reason not to move.
Yeah, you could always move here with the same amount of movement, really. So
Sure.
then you can guarantee it. Hey,
And you see this thing's insides become its outsides.
now it's just the one holding me.
1 round too late.
Although, if this one gets one more constrict on me, unless he gets minimum damage. Oh no, even with minimum damage, I'll go down.
Yeah. All right, Kier. The bow worked remarkably well.
Mm-hmm. I guess I will try it again.
Just barely not going to hit the one grappling.
Point blank shot.
Point blank. Yeah, if they're within
Oh,
30,
point-
it's 16.
But is that with the -2?
And that would be before the -2. So
Okay, so it'll miss regardless.
14.
Luca. Grappled up.
Let's see. What can I do?
Can you break free?
Squeeze him back, Luca.
I guess breaking free is still not going to help because you're still stuck against him.
So what would I have to roll to determine if these things are vermin?
Knowledge, nature, knowledge.
I don't have knowledge in nature.
Dungeoneering, maybe knowledge.
I have dungeoneering I can roll. 5, probably don't know.
Survival.
Could I just call out to the party if they know if these things function like spiders? Because I still have some vermin spray.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
What can we roll for that?
You said dungeoneering or nature?
Nature. You have to have a point in it, don't you?
Or it's a class skill.
Yep, neither one.
Okay.
He said survival, right?
I mean, intuition would tell you spraying bug spray in this thing's probably wouldn't make it happy.
Yeah, but if it's... let's see. I could try to bust out...
Punch him.
Yeah, I guess I'll just punch him. It'll let me scroll down. Nope, can't punch anything.
We are terrible.
Yep. Roll a d20 and hope for a natural 1, I guess.
All right.
Oh, so close.
So
It's a
4... But you get a plus
14,
5.
19.
Yeah, my CMD is 15 right now. I'm going down.
Yep. Let's see by how much. Constrict.
I'm at -4.
All right.
This is real ugly because I used all my cure light wounds earlier.
Yep. So we're unconscious for a while, at least until the next day.
And then the reef claw attached to Luca here is going to shift. And looks like it starts dragging him deeper into the sewer.
Bye, guys.
My turn.
Yep.
I charge. $19.
You hit.
Hey, that'll hit.
10.
10. This thing is bloodied.
There was no way for me to get hidden strike there, so I don't have a setup.
But you hit it good. Merrick is still unconscious. Vic. Barrow runs in to save Luca.
Can I charge through that dead creature?
We'll go ahead and see, yeah.
All right. So.
And the dice this last hour have not been kind to us.
It hasn't been
No,
kind to me all
it's been-
day. This is honestly the best I've had.
I don't think I could roll above a 10.
Another 8 from Vic.
That's to hit, not damage. Please tell me if he gets past this point right here, he disappears into like a hole. We literally we can't hit the big lobster that's dragging our friend into his hole.
You.
Do I even still
Well,
have
I'm thinking about coming back as a wizard, guys.
still have an angle on it from up here?
Yeah. And we're saying, I'm going to say you still have an angle on him.
For mercy, if nothing else.
17, but that's a 15 after the penalty, so probably not.
That's a miss.
Luca is unconscious.
Con check. Hey, I'm stabilized for now.
It is going to let go of Luca, having just been walloped. And it is going to use 2 claw attacks on Barrow.
Don't let it grab you.
Yeah. First claw attack,
Miss.
and the second claw attack.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
And the grapple.
Will not grab.
20. I think it's 23.
Add 10.
Why would it be adding 10?
Because it doesn't calculate grapple, it's just this normal base CMB.
So I have it CMB for
But-
everything, and then plus 10 grapple in the margins on the side.
So it doesn't roll it when you click the button
Oh,
on the NPC
Okay, then,
sheets.
yeah, that would hit.
Yeah, I ran into the same issue when I was using the NPC sheets too. So he's grappled and you need to make a fort save against the poison.
Yeah, it makes
Oh,
sense.
Fuck me.
All right. Roll 1d2. You lose 1 strength.
Of course.
You take 1 strength damage, I should say.
Yeah. Can't go a fight without taking 1 strength damage.
This is ridiculous.
This is like slapstick ridiculous.
All right, fuck it. Here we go. Woo. Nope.
We
All
take
right,
down
moving on.
Another 8.
We take
There
down
we go.
5 men with no problems, and we
3
team
crabs.
wipe. Yeah, we team wipe 3 sewer lobster snakes.
Oh my god.
America's unconscious. Vic.
Yeah, I like how you hovered on him there for a good long while. Can I walk up here? Like, is that
Okay.
standable ground?
Barrow.
All right. He's gonna choke up on his flail. It's part of his move. Get flanking. Guys, y'all get ready. This is the largest hit you've ever.
We're expecting a natural 20. Come on. Close.
There we go.
At least that hits.
Yeah.
13 damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
And it is laid low by Vic.
Thank fuck.
Oh, he sits down in the poop water and just.
Oh,
God.
And then they have to carry me and Merrick's bodies up.
we got
Look
pulleys
at
and
the-
shit.
Look at the carnage all around.
We don't even have a way to heal us either, so.
Nope.
Oh, you probably have infections from your cuts.
Luckily, I believe
Staying
you're
in the poop water.
What was that?
both stable, so it'll.
Yeah, we're both stable. But we're going to have to basically sleep in this butcher's place overnight or something so we can even haul the bodies of the people we captured back. Just wallop them over the head a couple times so they stay asleep.
Yeah, I'm sure Barrow is going to walk around smacking motherfuckers in the back of the head all night long.
Having defeated these reef claws that were hidden in the sewer,
Narrowly.
Save the city from the horrible menace of the reef claws.
Can you bring Kenneth over so he can see this pathetic shit show?
Why were these things wearing plate mail?
Yeah, I do want to broach the subject that you might overtune their ACs a little bit, Michael. I know we rolled badly, but they had really high AC.
I mean, the guy
Especially
that they
once
re-
we're grappled.
Yeah.
But then again, when we weren't grappled, they had 2 attacks, so it's just like, Jesus.
I know. Bad luck on our parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad rolls, absolutely.
Yeah.
But damn, 18 AC.
No, I would say, Michael, just if you're gonna take some critique, I would say reduce everything's AC like this by like 1. Not like even a lot, just like 1 AC. Might be preferable.
Bullshit, man. I say step it up. Add 2 AC.
I mean,
all
I'm
of them,
fine if
man.
he wants to keep it the same. I'm not gonna argue that, but let's not up the ante right now.
All
I would
right.
like
Please.
two principal arguments. One, giant lobster. They have shell, big
Yeah.
arm.
No, I get that.
No, you're fine.
A little
Like,
too high.
if you want to keep it the same, I'm fine with it. I was just expressing.
It's point 2. You won. So
We did win.
We did win.
And we won ugly.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm fine if you want to keep it the same.
Mhm.
I was just voicing some opinion.
Yeah, it just seems like we're either rolling 1 to 10, and then maybe like a 1% chance of a critical hit.
I imagine that
that
guard,
seems to be how our rolling's been going.
I imagine that guard had heavy armor on though, with a 20-something AC. So
he had a 23 AC.
Damn.
he must have
Yeah.
had some kind of plate
I-
mail.
Fuck.
I can only hit that on after
Level-
20.
Yeah,
Jesus.
same here. At level 2?
Yeah, that's the more issue I was addressing was him. Like if it wasn't for Kier, we would not have won that guy.
Yeah, like
did he buff up before we came in?
Again, as far as balancing goes, I think it's all right. Purely for the
Yeah.
simple fact, you
We
know,
have Kier that goes off of touch, and if I can knock him prone, it helps us.
you fight Varric alone. Like there's 90% chance you do this fight, you fight Varric by himself.
Yeah.
Which means if he has a normal AC, everyone's
Yeah.
just gonna roll up on him, kill him in one round.
Yeah, and look, I'm only expressing this like this is just
Done
something
with
to keep in mind as we go on. If it becomes too much, that you might need to tone back the ACs or something.
Yeah,
Like, if we want to keep it fine right now, I'm fine with it. I'm not
Yeah.
mad or anything.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to express that for in the future. You might want to keep an eye on it because only being able to hit somebody on a natural 20 for half the party is going to become a problem if it keeps going for later.
There's something to be said that we do have a tendency to be able to,
Yeah.
mess with their AC and stuff like that. But I feel like this is the second combat of almost just as many where we kind of got through with the skin of our teeth. Or
Yeah.
third fight. Yeah.
Well, the second one was the full party.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't all die.
So is the problem just that you don't like that you're not hitting?
No,
No,
I think
my
it's
problem
just
is I'm not even addressing the reef clause right now because we
Yeah.
rolled shitty on that. That was on
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
But with that guy,
it's-
he literally could not be hit by Merrick or Barrow unless they got a natural 20.
like
Or-
I would night.
That doesn't seem
Or
right
Vic.
at level 2, that they literally cannot hit the boss unless they get a natural 20.
Yeah, Vic too.
Especially when I'm supposed to be like the glassy rogue, because like at least like Luca had the AC and HP to like lock him down. I mean, if
Yeah.
that dude swung on me, I'd just crumple.